Federated Auto Parts this has been. Yeah, we have that. I'll send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
The colors are being presented by Effingham's American Legion Post 120, and at this time, I'd like to ask you all, please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. And now, let's meet the defensive starters for your Effingham Flaming Hearts. At one tackle, number 72, Evan Boggs. At the other tackle, number 68, Cole Moran. At one defensive end, number 88, Carter Hayes. The other defensive end, number 35, Billy Arndt. The linebacking core, starting from the inside, number 21, Travis Durbin. Also on the inside, number 50, Griffin Page. On the outside, number 11, Joe Neiman. The other outside, number 6, Jordan Coleman. At one quarterback, number 12, Kevin Doherty. The other corner, number 15, Michael Carey. And the free safety, number 2, Drew Vasquez.
Records are made to be broken, and that just might be the case if Zach can get another 141 yards on the board.
And that would sure be special for Zach. I mean, anytime you could knock off something that's been around for 20 years, I mean, that's something that you can really hang your hat on, and something you can take a lot of pride in.
Besides Zach, of course, he has 18 touchdowns. That is well shy of the record. Nick Jones had 28 touchdowns his senior year, so that's still off in the distance. I'm not saying it's not achievable. It's just a ways away. Billy Arndt has rushed for 572 yards with 8 touchdowns. Travis Durbin, 358 yards with 3 touchdowns. Hearts quarterback Kevin Doherty, 35 of 64 passing for 532 yards and 4 touchdowns, and just 3 picks. Count the one last week. So he's had a heck of a year, and a lot of folks don't know it because they, rightfully so, hear about the Renegades.
Yeah, that's just the way it has shaken out. Effingham has been able to run the football so effectively this year. They just, and we've talked about this a lot, but it bears repeating. The running game has been so good. You don't have to put the ball in the air. It's a little riskier to put the ball in the air, no matter how good your quarterback is. And if you can keep running the ball and keep gaining 5, 6, 7, 8 yards at a time on the ground, why wouldn't you keep doing it? So
exactly.
It's been a real strong point for the Hearts this year.
Exactly so. Do want to mention, too, the other games in the area. We mentioned Taylorville and Mattoon. Also, Charleston's playing Salem tonight. The other Apollo game tonight. Shelbyville's at Decatur St. Teresa. Sullivan's at Central A&M. Mahomet Seymour's at Bloomington Central Catholic tonight. So we'll see whether Mahomet comes out on top in that one. BCC is traditionally a formidable foe. Casey Westfield's at Marshall, Flores at Albion Edwards County, Lawrenceville's at Red Hill, Newton's at Alney East Richland tonight. That ought to be fun. Robinson at Paris, Cumberland's at Martinsville tonight, so nobody has to drive far for that one. Villa Grove's at Oakland Tri-County, Jerseyville's at Bethalto Civic Memorial, Mascouta's at Highland, Gillespie at Greenville, Hillsboro's at Litchfield, Vandalia's at Pana, Centralia at Mount Vernon, and tomorrow, Breeze Mater Day, is at Macomb. I went to Macomb once for a football game. Not a happy memory. But at least we were in the playoffs, so hey. All right, let's see what's up. First of all, let me remind you, you're listening to 97.9 XFM, WXCF in Effingham. Wayne's up top. He's capturing all the video of this one. He's downtown broadcasting from Chili Fest. He's out here videotaping the game. Is there anything that young man can't do? I don't know. I'm not going to try and find out, though. All I know is he's going to videotape the game. It'll be up on the website later in the weekend.
My answer is probably not.
Michael Carey approaches the football. Here we go. Kickoff high and taking advantage of the wind. It is inside the 5, and Mount Zion's going to return it up the middle of the field. They go to the far side of the field now, and eventually he's going to get tackled by someone, I think. He finally got run out near the 30-yard line. And a late flag, as there might have been some extracurricular activity at the end of that play. The return man, by the way, for Mount Zion was number 12, Austin Thacker. He's one of the guys we'll be hearing about as far as catching passes for Mount Zion, or trying to catch passes for Mount Zion tonight. And let's see when we sort of...
Personal foul, Effingham, number 88, 15 yards, we got a first down.
All right, so number 88, that's Carter Hayes, and he's assessed the personal foul, so the dead ball foul. Apparently the ball had gone out of bounds and still some contact, and so the penalty is added on, that 15-yarder. So we'll start at the 43. So Mount Zion with good field position to start this game. They're going to throw out here in the flats, and then they're going to throw. It's an option play. They got a man there, and he's caught it. And he's to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Mount Zion on the first play from scrimmage. Threw it out in the flats, and the ball was caught out there.
So it ended up being Brandon Price who threw that ball, number 11,
yes.
Threw it to number 10, Gavin Moreau, who caught it in stride. And just like that, from the 43-yard line, a 57-yard touchdown pass.
Now, I've got Mason Bruce's number 10, and I bet that's who we ought to go with, Dustin.
They've got two number 10s.
And Mason's been playing a while, so Mason Bruce with that touchdown catch. Wow. Through the option, a little pass out the flats, and then the pass right in the lap of Mason Bruce. Michael Carey tried to catch him, couldn't quite get there. Here's the kick for one. It's up, and it is good. 7-0 Mount Zion right out of the gate. 11:38 to go in the first quarter. Back with the kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
And if you're thinking back to last week at Mattoon, big play got them on the board right out of the gate. Same thing happens here. Again, the pass by the quarterback. Grindstaff was out in the flats, and then the option play worked to a key, and now they go for the onside kick, and the Hearts wise to fall on it. It didn't go 10 yards anyway. And the ball's covered up out there, so the Hearts are going to have, as it turns out, great field position. Joe Neiman, good job of getting down there on the field and covering that ball up, and the Hearts are going to have great field position to start this drive. Now, the other part of that last week was right after we got a score on us. We turned the ball over, and that gave Matt Toon an opportunity to score again. We were down 14-0 practically out of the gate.
Yeah, you don't want to compound the issues here. You know, you gave up a big play, but what are you going to do? It's all said and done. So now it's just got to execute and get back on the board.
Kevin Doherty up under center on 1st and 10 again. Great field position at the Hearts 47. Zach Miller gets tripped up in the backfield. And he's tripped up for a loss back to the 45. Boy, somebody got inside for Mount Zion, and getting Zach Miller was job one for Mount Zion. Football spotted on the 45, a loss of 2, and so it's 2nd and 12. So not an auspicious start to this game. 7-0 Mount Zion on their first play from scrimmage. Let's see what happens. Doherty up under center again on 2nd and 12. Hearts in the eye as they've been all year. Went to the up back this time. Or no. Guess Zach, the deep back, got it again.
Now we've got more extracurricular stuff after the play. Another flag coming in. Mount Zion player hit the deck after that play was blown dead. So I'm afraid we're going to have 15 more yards against the Hearts.
The ball spotted at the 46, so that's a gain of 1. And I think Miller ended up carrying that ball. I said the up back got it.
Dead ball. Personal foul, Effingham, number 72, after the play. 15-yard penalty.
After the play, Evan Boggs is hit with a personal. Well, the Hearts have had 2 dead ball personal fouls, and we haven't played them 2 minutes of football.
Yeah, that's certainly something you're going to need to get under control. You know, you're already down a touchdown. You can't be making things worse by giving up big chunks of yardage on plays like that.
So the gain was 1 to the 44, and then the 15-yard walk-off back to the 1-yard gain to the 46, pardon me, Dustin, and then the 15-yard walk-off back to the 31. So it's 2nd and a bundle. They're going to run it to the outside. That's Vasquez. Get him a block. Drew Vasquez out across the 40 near the 45. Nice gain, and there's a late hit. Here come the flags, and this time it's going to be Mount Zion. So things pretty chippy right out of the gate here tonight at Effingham. Vasquez, a nice run. Drew got it from the 31 out across the 45. The officials standing on the 45-yard line. Let's see if that will be. Yeah. So a 14-yard gain on the play from the 31 to the 45. Here's the call.
Face mask, number 8.
No. One out of bounds, but it was a face mask, and that's a personal foul of 15 yards, and the Hearts get that 15 yards back. Plus the 14 yards gained on the play, and all of a sudden the Hearts have it 1st and 10 at Mount Zion's 40-yard line.
Yeah, so that penalty costs Mount Zion the first down there, and now Effingham's got it on the Braves' 40. So some pretty interesting first couple minutes of action here.
Kevin stays up under center on 1st and 10. The up back got the handoff that time. I think it's Travis Durbin, and he's moving forward. Got close to the 35 on that first down run. He didn't have much chance to get his head down. He gains yardage to the 36, gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So the Hearts are in Mount Zion territory after Mount Zion scores on the first play of the night.
And they ran a play, and nobody got a flag thrown on them, which is always a plus.
So not an era of détente so far tonight here, but there's one that we got accomplished with no muss or fuss. 2nd and 6. Doherty, handoff, deep back, Miller, Zach still on his feet. He's wide open. See ya, buddy. Down to the 15-yard line. First down, Effingham. From the 36 to the 15, gain of 21 yards. I can do that math. And another first down for the Hearts.
A little bit of traffic there for Zach to get through at the line, but he took a mini hurdle, I think, maybe to clear a little space, and the next thing you know, he's well into the secondary.
We'll mention again, 141 yards will tie the single-season rushing record for Effingham. Zach with a bundle there. This time it's Zach going to the right side, and he gets near the 15, so maybe just to the line of scrimmage. Mount Zion bundled that one up pretty closely. And let's see about the spot of the football, still at the 15, so no gain basically. And they'll make it 2nd and 10, pardon me.
Kind of a feast or famine situation for Zach so far. He's got that 21-yard gain, but he's also been hit for a loss of 2, and had a 1-yard gain and just back to the line of scrimmage there.
9:08 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Mount Zion. Hearts are driving, though. They have it at the Braves' 15-yard line. Doherty still up under center. Deep back Miller. Here comes Mount Zion. Zach tries to pick his way around him, and he gets near the 10 before he finally comes down. That'll still be shy of the first down. It is a gain to the 11. Well, let's call it the 10. Gain of 5. So it'll be 3rd and 5.
It looked like Zach was going to cut that one maybe off the left tackle there, and instead saw a defender coming around the end and cut back towards the inside a little bit and managed to get more yardage out of that than I thought he initially was going to.
Got Durbin at the up back spot. Miller at the tailback spot in the eye. Here's the handoff, the up back Durbin. He's got a big gain. He's inside the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Hearts. Nice run by Travis Durbin. Taking care of business, and the Hearts have a 1st and goal situation.
Just doing what Travis does is run through traffic, drag people along with him, and pick up extra yardage that a lot of kids just wouldn't get.
From the 10 to the 3, a gain of 7, Dustin. 1st and goal for the Hearts at the Mount Zion 3-yard line. Mount Zion leads at 7-0, but the Hearts are knocking on the door. Kevin stays up under center. Deep back Miller's got it, picking his way. Got a good angle, and he's in, I think, for the touchdown. Touchdown Effingham. 3-yard run for Zach Miller. Score comes with 8:04 to go in the first quarter. And the Hearts are back within 7-6.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. You know, you gave up a big play, big deal. You know, go out there and answer right away, and we're back to square one. Almost. I guess not quite.
Got to get that point across here, and let's see what happens here.
That's the kind of faith I have in Michael Carey, though.
Michael's kicking, it's a sideways wind tonight, so let's see what happens here. From Doherty's hold. Here's the snap, the placement, the kick is up, and it's blocked. The ball is blocked. The Hearts catch it, and they try to take it in the end zone, but it's still blocked. So, no good. It's a 7-6 game. Kick is blocked. 8:04 to go, first quarter. Mount Zion 7, Hearts 6. Back with the kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, built on trust and family. You can depend on us for all your health needs. Over 20 years of service to our community. Call 342-9393. Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, built on trust and family.
9-play, 52-yard drive, took 3:34 off the clock, highlighted by Zach Miller's 3-yard touchdown run. The kick was blocked. Hearts are back within 7-6, and here's Michael Carey's kickoff, and it's a dandy. End over end, inside the 10, taken about the 7, and dropped by Mount Zion. They pick it up at about the 3. They're going to the far sideline. Hearts miss a tackle. They dove at him and missed. Now he's got it up across the 20 to near the 25-yard line. Boy, the Hearts could have really put Mount Zion in a hole. As it is, the ball was picked up and taken out near the 25-yard line by Mount Zion's Josh Carnahan. And let's see where the exact spot is. 24-yard line. That's where Mount Zion will set up shop. So that return actually ended up about the 3 by the time the young man picked it up. Returned it to the 24. And it's 1st and 10 for Mount Zion. 7-6 Mount Zion. 7:53 to go in the opening quarter. Both teams scored their first possession. From the shotgun, Grindstaff fakes the throw, hands to the up back, and the Hearts stay home and defend it pretty well. Coming out of there with the football is Tyler Hayes. And Hayes advances the ball across the 25 to the 27. That's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7. Next week, we're home again to end the regular season. Muhammad Seymour in town. There's the handoff, or the snap. Pass is caught as Grindstaff went to the far sidelines. Heck of a grab over there, and it is just enough for first down. Grabs made by Mason Bruce for Effingham. So that's a first down for Mount Zion, and the pass is complete, and boy, they're running the hurry up to the 35, Dustin, a gain of 8. Going to throw again, across the middle, caught again. Vasquez stays home, but he still dives forward for a couple of yards. That pass was caught by Max Gensler, and it is complete from the 35 to the 43, a gain of 8. And that'll bring up a second and about 2.5. Grindstaff staying in the shotgun. Got a man by his side. Hart's jump, but they get back in time. Now Grindstaff checks the sideline since that didn't work. Now he's back in the shotgun spot. There's the snap. Going to throw again out here in the flats. It's caught. Gets the same setup as they threw on the option for the touchdown, but this time he ran with the ball, and the ball is out across the 45-yard line to the 47, Dustin. So from the 43 to the 47, a gain of 4. That's enough for a first down. The ball was caught, by the way, by Brandon Price. That's the young man who threw the option pass for the touchdown. This time it's a gain to the 47. That's enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Braves at their own 47. Grindstaff, nobody behind him in the backfield now in the shotgun. Man split out here to the near side. We're going left to right, by the way, on your personal listening device right now. Here's a deep throw. The Hearts might get this one. Doherty had a shot, and he got knocked down. I'll say, of course, I'm the Hearts broadcaster, but there was some contact as Brandon Price was there for Mount Zion, and Doherty from that cornerback spot for the Hearts, and looked like Price was the one making the contact, but the officials say they were both going for the ball that falls incomplete, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And I'm not sure
stops with 6:26 to go in the quarter.
I'm not sure either one was going to catch that ball anyway.
Going to throw again. They go to the far side. Oh, it's caught. Oh, gosh, boy, I think Neiman might have had a shot at that. The man gets away from the people up close. The secondary's got to get an angle, and they're not going to get him, and it's a touchdown for Mount Zion.
That's Mason Bruce again, and that time he puts a little juke on the Effingham defense and escapes 2 or 3 guys for a lot of running after the catch and another long touchdown play.
So from Mount Zion's 47 to the Hearts end zone, 53-yard pass play again. They've scored on 2 53-yard pass plays. Or, excuse me, the first one was 57. This one's 53. They're going to try and kick for one here. Their kicker is Tyler Hayes, their running back. They've not had a lot of success kicking. This one's up, and it is good. So he's 2 for 2 tonight. 14-6 Mount Zion. We've had 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns. 6:14 to go opening quarter. Mount Zion 14, Effingham 6. Kickoff in the minute on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
All right, that drive, 6 plays, 76 yards. It only took a minute 50. Ended with a 53-yard pass play to Mason Bruce. Kick was good, and it's 14-6 Mount Zion. 3 possessions. We've had 3 touchdowns.
And Bruce caught that ball in the flats and just got a lot of running done after the catch. That's Effingham's going to have to find him and wrap him up. Another onside kick.
And the Hearts recover it again. And they're again going to have great field position. They kicked it right to Joe Neiman again, and Joe once again fell on the football, and the Hearts are in great shape.
You know, I read about a team, I can't remember where, that they did an onside kick every time. Just played, they felt like the percentages were in their favor, and their defense got stops often enough that it worked out for them. They're giving Effingham a 52-yard field here, but, you know, they don't seem to have any trouble moving the ball themselves. So if they get a few stops, I guess I could see where that strategy might pay off.
Well, the Hearts were mighty successful offensively their first possession. Let's see what happens. Kevin Doherty up under center. Again, they're at their own 48-yard line, and they give it to the up back, and not much. They ended up. Who came out of there with
Billy Arndt on the carry?
Billy Arndt carried that time. And Billy gets it into Mount Zion territory to the 49, a gain of 3, Dustin. So it's 2nd and 7 at the Mount Zion 49. 5:50 to go opening quarter. It's 14-6 Mount Zion. Yeah, you've missed plenty so far tonight. Deep back Miller, Zach's loose, and he dives, and unfortunately lost his footing. As it is, he gets it to Mount Zion's 46-yard line, so a gain of 3. Boy, he could have had a lot more. It's a very sloppy track out there tonight, gang. So it's 3rd down and about 4, a long 4. Next week, we're back home to close the regular season. Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs come to call. 7 o'clock, we'll have it right where you're listening tonight. Up under center as he's been all night. Doherty to the deep back. There's Zach again, and he stopped. That'll bring up 4th down. He gets it inside the 45 to the 44, so he gained 2 more yards. But it's 4th down and about a yard and a half. So about a yard and a half, and they're into Mount Zion territory. So I'm sure the Hearts are going to go for it here. And let's see if the Hearts fans can get a little fired up.
Bleachers filled out a little bit as the game got going here.
Quiet crowd. Got a few people clapping. Let's see what happens here. 4th down and a long 2. Doherty up under center at the Mount Zion 44. Gives it. No, he's going to throw, and he fell down. Kim was going to throw on 4th and 2, and his feet went under. And when he tried to plant for the throw, his feet went down, and Mount Zion came up, tagged him out. The Braves get the ball, and there's a loss on the play, and the Braves are going to have a really short field here on 1st and 10. Football is going to be spotted at the 48 of Effingham. So from the 44 of Mount Zion to Effingham's 48, a loss of 8 for Kevin Doherty there. And the new set of downs for Mount Zion, and they've scored their first 2 possessions.
Yeah, in fact, they're closer to the end zone than they were on either of those first 2 possessions when they ran a play to score.
Well, let's see what happens. Time for the defense to stand tall. 4:13 to go in the first quarter as we start this drive. From the shotgun, Grindstaff throws again, and it's incomplete. I don't know what. Somebody wasn't where they were supposed to be, or the air got that one. It falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Have you seen we have the pink men here? Not the blue men. We got the pink men here tonight. All dressed in pink.
Brave souls.
Handoff. No, he didn't hand off. Grindstaff kept, and he gets it inside the 45. And that's another thing for the Hearts to watch for. He gets it to the Effingham 44, gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and about 6. And the hurry-up offense. Grindstaff from the shotgun. 3rd and 6 now. Hearts jump, but they get back again. And let's see what happens as Grindstaff checks the sidelines. They switch Hayes to his left rather than his right. And here's the snap. And there's the handoff to Hayes, and he stopped, and there's a flag, and let's see what that's about, but it's going to be 4th down regardless. Hayes ended up coming to the near side. They shifted him to the far side of the quarterback. He came to the near side, and the Hearts do a good job of stuffing it. But then the flag. Let's see what that's about.
Whatever it was away from the ball.
It's a gain to the 41. That's a gain of 3 for Hayes. So from the 44 to the 41, a gain of 3. They are talking to the Hearts, and that's good news. Let's see what it's about.
Holding, now line number 63. 10-yard penalty for the spike foul.
So the Hearts will take that penalty. I mean, they're into Hearts territory, so the Hearts want to push them back, and that'll push it back to Mount Zion's 46-yard line. So again, the gain to the 41, Dustin, and then the 10-yard walk-off back to Mount Zion's 46. It's still 3rd down, but now it's 3rd and 16. Let's see what happens here. Gonna throw. Grindstaff, happy feet. There's the throw across the middle to nobody. The Hearts almost had the pick. And in fact, the Hearts' Blake White was closest to that ball. He dove for it, couldn't come up with it. The pass is incomplete, and that makes it 4th and 16. And back in their own territory now, it looks like they are going to punt.
Yeah, Grindstaff just overthrew his man pretty badly there, and as it turns out, White was the closest man to it, but short hop before he could get his hands underneath it.
Kyle Aubert is their punter, number 57, Kyle Aubert. He'll attempt to get the punt away. Be a bad time to hit some bad spots on the field here. There's the snap. Kicks up, and it's not bad. Hearts are going to get it in pretty good shape, though, and now they pick it up. That's Vasquez. Drew still on his feet. Nobody told him to lay down, so he's still fighting, and he got up near the 30-yard line. He's a tough kid. He took it on the bounce and then decided to try and advance it, and not bad. He got it to the 30-yard line, so decent field position for the Hearts to start this drive. And the Hearts defense got a stop, Dustin.
That was very important. I think every stop is going to be a pretty big deal in this game tonight.
So let's see what happens for the Hearts as they set it up 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line with 3:11 to go in the opening quarter as they start this drive. Mount Zion's in front, 14-6. Each team scored their first 3 possessions of the game. Let's see what the Hearts do this time. Pitch play to Zach Miller, turning it out the far side, turns it up and out near the 35-yard line. It is tough sledding. If you can hit the right patch and you've got some speed, you can make a nice gain tonight. But that's the thing. From the 30 to the 35, it's 2nd and 5.
And I'm not sure you're ever going to know where that right or wrong patch is. You just got to play it and hope for the best.
So 2nd and 5. Let's see what happens. Kevin Doherty's been up under center, I think, every play except one in the game so far. Gave it to the up back. That's Travis Durbin. They stood him up, and look at him still keep chowing and plowing and trying to get some more. To the 39, gain of 4. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Need about a yard for a first down here on 3rd down. 2:18 to go first quarter. Mount Zion scored, we scored, Mount Zion scored. Then the Hearts didn't score, but Mount Zion had to punt their last possession. So let's see what happens here on 3rd and 1 at the Hearts' 39-yard line. Kevin Doherty, the quarterback, gets it deep back. Miller looking, got the first down just out across the 40, but enough for a new set of downs for Effingham. You could see him literally picking his way through there. He was trying to look for a big opening, and there just wasn't one there, and then the lousy field. And, you know, everybody's done what they can to make the field better, but we've just had all this rain. 2 yards for Miller to the 41, and it's a new set of downs for the Hearts.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. I mean, the weather just has made it impossible for conditions to be good. It's nobody's fault but Mother Nature.
And we've run into it almost every field we've been the last 3 or 4 weeks. Doherty looking to throw. Here comes Mount Zion. He's loose. There's the throw. He's got a man. Oh, and right through the hands. Incomplete. Carter Hayes had the man beat, but he had to turn on it. He didn't have a good angle. Had to turn for the ball, and it went right through his hands. Past his hands, anyway. From here, it looked close. Plays well away from me. Anyway, it's incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:32, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
It certainly wasn't an easy catch for Carter, but by the same token, Doherty put the ball where he needed to, especially throwing on the run. Not the easiest one to make. Just they just couldn't quite hook up there.
Protecting it from any Mount Zion pick that might have been out there. So 2nd and 10. Doherty going to throw again? No. Deep back. Miller. Zach still on his feet out near the 45-yard line. Boy, it's tough sledding tonight. Zach says, let go of my legs.
Yeah.
Running backs. Let go of my legs, man. To the 45, a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6? Yeah, there you go.
After that incomplete pass on first down.
Yeah, had to double check the scoreboard there. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 6 now. Ball at Effingham's 45. Doherty up under center again. Here's the pitch to Miller. See if Zach can get an opening. He turns it back up the middle of the field, and he gets into Mount Zion territory just across the midfield stripe, just shy of a first down.
Yeah, just close enough to first down to make this a really tough call.
About 33 seconds left. See if the Hearts get another play away. No, they ended up sticking it right on the 50, Dustin, so 5 yards on the play for Zach. So 4th and 1. Vasquez comes in. Durbin goes out. It usually means a passing plays in order. Let's see if that's just a little bit of deception by Coach Mack, though. Down to 14 seconds, 10 seconds on the play clock, so they've got to get something going here.
They've got to do something here.
I think everybody just noticed that we're about out of time. I'd noticed, and the Hearts have to call time.
Yep.
Well, that wasn't good. So the Hearts have to burn a timeout, but got to use them sometime. Can't carry them over to the second half.
Yeah,
right?
better to call the timeout there than to run a play of this magnitude in confusion.
So 4th and 1, less than a yard actually. So timeout, Hearts. Kenna, let's take a 30-second break. Back in 30, 4.9 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Mount Zion 14, Effingham 6. You're on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
Will be the last play of the first quarter, 4.9 seconds left. It's 14-6 Mount Zion. Hearts have it 4th and 1, and the ball is right on the 50-yard line. And they need actually about a yard. That's a pretty good spot, 4th and 1. So right on the midfield stripe, and let's see what happens. So Ken, I guess I'm saying we'll probably be coming right back to you because the quarterback's going to be here in a minute. So let's see what happens. Doherty up under center, 4th and 1. Here's the handoff. They gave it to the up back, and he's driving and diving, and I think he has it as the clock sounds the end of the first quarter. Billy the Beast, and he's got us a first down by about a half a yard. Side official says good to the 48. Needed one, got two. First down, Effingham, good way to end the quarter. After one at Effingham, it's Mount Zion 14, Effingham 6. You're on 97.9 XFM. All right, we roll our way into the second quarter after one. It is Mount Zion 14, Effingham 6, and the Hearts got a first down courtesy of Billy Arndt to end the first quarter, so new set of downs.
Yeah, it's a big play for Effingham. I mean, you got to get points on the board. You got to go for it in situations like that.
So in the Mount Zion territory, Kevin Doherty up under center. Deep back, Zach Miller just pretty much took it up the middle and got a yard or two. It's just Effingham football now, just slobber knockering.
And to clarify what I just said as far as having to go for it in that situation, 4th and 1 on the 50, what I mean is Mount Zion's going to score some points tonight. They scored points all season, so you've got to make sure that you answer with a few of your own, and you might have to take a few extra risks in situations like that.
Miller got 2 to the 46, so it's 2nd and 8. Hearts into Mount Zion territory, 14-6 Braves, 11:25 to go in the second quarter. Headed north, so the Hearts are working with the wind this quarter. Doherty up under center. Dropping back, deep back. Miller's got it. Zach looking. He got away from a defender. Now he's got some room to run. First down and then some.
Might be gone.
40, 35, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Effingham. Zach Miller takes it to the house, and the Hearts are back within 14-12. Score comes with 11:07. Dave Ring needed to get here quicker. As soon as he got here, we score. There you go.
Good luck.
There you go.
And they had a great crowd downtown.
We got good reports about Chili Fest. All right, you're still invited out there if you're out ramming around. Now, let's take care of business. 46-yard touchdown run for Zach Miller. And the Hearts are within 14-12. They're going to kick for one. I don't expect that will be the last points of the night either, so going to go for one here. Again, the score comes with 11:07 to go in the second quarter. Michael's been busy. Hearts just played a soccer game this afternoon that got done, about an hour before we started this. Let's see what happens. Mount Zion jumped. Now the Hearts will get half the distance, and let's see whether they go over two.
Now maybe you think about punching it in. There's a psychological benefit to getting that 2 points to getting the score tied. And they are changing up a lot of personnel, so I would say that that's probably what we should expect here.
There you go. So the Hearts will now go for the tie. And not this thing at 15. 14-12. Hearts back within 2 on that 46-yard touchdown run by Zach Miller. We'll give you the information about the drive in a minute. Miller in the deep back spot. They give it to him. He's going. Is he in? Yeah, he's in. There's that 2-point conversion. Hearts have tied it up. 11:07 to go, second quarter. Effingham 14, Mount Zion 14. Kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this has been. Yeah, we have that. I'll send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
9 plays, 70 yards. It took 4:04, highlighted by Zach Miller's 46-yard touchdown run, and then he took it in for 2, and the Hearts have tied it up here, 14-14 with 11:07 to go in the second quarter. Michael Carey ready with the kickoff, kicking with the wind. This could be fun. There's the boot, and it's a missile, and it lands at about the 9, and it's fielded at about the 5 by Mount Zion. Here they come up the middle, and the Hearts stand him up this time. Nice. And there's a flag. Don't know what that's about. Man stopped at about the 25. Hunter Dively among them for the Hearts in on that tackle. Let's see what this is about. The flag was thrown right about at the point of contact, so I don't know what's the story, whether it was a face mask or what the story might have been here.
While they're discussing this, let me point out that Michael Carey has kicked
Here's
off
the
3
call
times.
from the official now, Dustin.
Receiving team number 4.
So it's holding on Mount Zion. So that'll run them back 10 yards. Now tell me what you wanted to tell me.
That is the 3rd time in 3 kickoffs that Carey has gotten it inside. It's been fielded inside the 10, and that's perfect. You don't want to kick it in the end zone. You want to make them return it and try to stuff them inside that 20-yard line. And with the penalty, they are going to be well inside it.
So the ball was to the 25, 10 yards on the hold. So Mount Zion's going to start this drive at their 15-yard line. 11:01 to go, second quarter. We're tied at 14. There's the handoff. They ran somebody from the near side to the far side, and the Hearts saw it and then immediately stopped it. So Effingham's feeling their oats now. See Griffin Page peeling himself out of the muck among those on the stop. Here's our man that was the running back that time. Austin Thacker carried the football, and he got a yard to the 16 at 2nd and 9. Again, Hearts have come back to tie it up. They fake the pass, they run it up the gut, and it's out across the 20. Nice run that time, and that time it was Tyler Hayes, who really is their running back. He does the bulk of the ball carrying for this ball club, and it's out across the 20 to the 23, Dustin, a gain of 7. And that'll make it 3rd and 3, and they hand it up the gut again, and the Hearts stuff it, and I think we got a 4th down situation. They're about to the 25, and I don't think that's quite enough for a first down. Yep, I'm wrong again. It is enough for a first down. Hayes again carried the ball. He's out across the 25 to the 26, so a gain of 3, and that is enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Braves, and they're running again. Nope, they're throwing again. Here's a deep pass, and it is knocked away. Heck of an effort out there by Doherty. Kevin Doherty back there at that cornerback spot. He's quarterback on offense. Cornerback spot on defense. And Mount Zion could have scored on that, but for Doherty, knocking that pass away. Nice defense. Stops the clock, brings up a 2nd and 10. And the ball at the 26 of Mount Zion.
If Grindstaff leads his receiver, and that was Brandon Price streaking down the sideline, if he leads him a little bit further, he might get behind Doherty and catch that in stride, but it was just a bit short, and as it is, he's now 4 for 8 throwing the ball tonight.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 10. They run it, and the Hearts stuff it. Maybe no gain that time.
Travis Durbin coming out of there with a little spring in his step.
That was successful.
I think it was Grindstaff running the ball that time.
1 yard gain to the 27. That makes it 3rd and 9. Boy, the Hearts are primed and ready here. But watch for something big out of this Braves team. Look at all these people that got split out here to the near side. Going to throw. Grindstaff across the middle, instead lost it out there, and it is caught. What a catch into Effingham territory. Hearts played good defense. Doherty was with him step for step, but boy, what a great catch by Brandon Price. First down, Mount Zion to Effingham's 47-yard line. So from the 27 to the 47, a 26-yard pass completion, and a new set of downs for Mount Zion. What a pretty catch.
4 catches, 138 yards Price's second catch. He's got 24.
They're working out here against the wind this quarter. There's a pass incomplete. That one was too high. The intended receiver was Mason Bruce, and it was over his head, incomplete. Neiman was there to tag him out had there been a catch. Incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 9:18 to go in the second quarter. Ball again at Effingham's 47-yard line. Grindstaff not afraid to throw the ball. There's another snap and another throw across the middle, and it is incomplete. And boy, the Hearts had a good shot at that one. The ball was up for grabs. Thacker was the intended receiver. Blake White was there for the Hearts, and it was anybody's football, and it ends up incomplete, and now it's 3rd and 10. Clock stops with 9:16 to go in the third quarter.
So far, it doesn't look like Grindstaff's having any trouble getting anything on his throws, so, even though the conditions are probably a little soggy down there, grip doesn't seem to be a real problem.
And the wind against him hasn't bothered him so far. Going to throw again. Across the middle, line drive, pick. There's the interception. Vasquez has it. And he's to the 45 of Effingham before they take him down. You throw the ball a lot, you run the risk of a pick. Drew Vasquez was waiting on that one. Interception, Hearts football. And it will be 1st and 10 for Effingham at Effingham's 45-yard line. Boy, a nice throw, but it stayed up, and I think that might be the effects of the wind throwing against the breeze. Vasquez was waiting for it out there in that center field spot. Worked that free safety position. And you see Doherty trotting out to be quarterback. Look at him. He's a mess, man, because he's playing cornerback on defense. But the Hearts get the ball back. Nice pick by Vasquez. How many Hearts have had a slew of interceptions this year?
14-yard return for Vasquez, by the way.
Very good. 1st and 10 for Effingham at their 45. Miller's loose. Boy, was for a minute anyway. 4-yard gain out of it. Had one man to beat, and he couldn't quite get away. But it's a gain to the 49, a 4-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Man, I thought he had a shot.
That gets Zach over 100 yards. He's at 101 yards on 15 carries now.
So that's 40 yards, according to our information, from tying Toby Randolph for the all-time single-season rushing record for Effingham. Toby set that back in 1994. Yes, I was glad to get to talk about Toby Randolph when he played here years ago. Helping my old pal there. Now my new pal Dustin's here. Let's see what happens here on 2nd and 6. Deep back. Miller's got it. Look at the opening. First down and then some. Still on his feet.
He's going.
He's loose. 30, 25, 20, 10. Touchdown Effingham. Zach Miller takes it to the house.
We need to make sure that we give credit here because Effingham's, that was Wyatt Cayley getting downfield and throwing 2 big blocks on a 51-yard touchdown run for Zach Miller that puts him over that record that you were just talking about.
Very appropriate. New single-season rushing record for Effingham. That breaks the record. And it gives Effingham their first lead of the night. It's 20-14 Hearts with 8:14 to go in the second quarter. If there was a yard or two discrepancy, that was plenty enough to take care of that. So let's see what happens on the kick for one here. Carry to kick from Doherty's hold. There's the snap, the placement, the kick's up, and the kick is good. 21-14 Effingham. 8:14 to go second quarter, and Zach Miller sets the record for single-season rushing. It's 21-14 Effingham, and there's the announcement about Zach breaking the single-season rushing record, and the crowd loves that. Kenna, we'll just keep it here. That's pretty special. I've seen an awful lot of good running backs at Effingham in my 35, 40 years of helping with football. That's pretty special. So the score comes with 8:14 to go in the second quarter on a touchdown for Effingham. And the run by Miller, good for 51 yards, as Dustin said. And the kick was good by Mr. Carey. That gives Effingham a 21-14 lead, and now here's the drive.
Yes, 2 plays, 55 yards. 51 seconds it took Effingham to get that go-ahead touchdown on the board. And special night for Zach Miller. Hopefully it's a special night that ends in a victory for him. But anytime you can knock off a record that's been around for 20 years, that's a pretty big deal.
Well, we've had some wonderful running backs through the years. Bob Duvall and I started naming people I'm going to forget. Kevin Parker and oh my gosh, of course, Grant Johnson and Toby Randolph and so many more. But Zach Miller, name's going to be on the record books now. And still a game and a half to go. Hearts lead at 21-14. Here's Carey's kickoff with 8:14 to go in the second quarter, and he boots it, and it's a boomer, and there's a flag, and the ball went out of bounds anyway. Let's see what this is all about. Somebody was offside. What do you think?
If Effingham was offsides, then do you make them kick it again, or you just take the football where it would be? They re-kick it.
I think they'll have them re-kick it because get them a chance at a return. So move it back. And we'll re-kick from the 35.
Zach has shown, though, that he can still put this pretty deep and still give Mount Zion a long field if the coverage gets down there. So he'll just have to, Michael will just have to make sure that the footing is solid right there.
Also, we need to get there's the kicking tee. I was a little worried. Michael was guarding it. All right, so the 5-yard walk-off for the offside on the kickoff. So now the Hearts will kick from the 35. Michael is kicking with a wind, and he's had a pretty good night so far. Hearts lead at 21-14, and Zach Miller set a new record, single-season rushing record for the Hearts. Here's the kickoff from Carey from the 35 now. low squibber, and it's taken by Mount Zion outside their 35-yard line, so they're going to have good field position to start this drive. Coming up to cover that up for the Braves is Dakota Kennedy, a senior for this squad. And Mount Zion will have it 1st and 10 at their 39-yard line. Well, that's pretty special. Congratulations. You know, it's the funniest thing. I went up last night, was working on football at the station, and guess who walked by the radio station walking home? Because he just lives a few blocks north of the radio station. Zach Miller.
Yep.
I said, you want to ride? He says, I'm almost home. I'll just walk it. And he's run his way to the record books tonight. All right, Grindstaff from the shotgun. He's been there most of the night. They hand it up the gut. Hayes has the ball, and he gets it out across the 40 on 1st down. 8:06 to go, second quarter. Hearts in front now, 21-14. I like that.
Yeah, things have settled down a little bit. I was a little worried after that first play Mount Zion ran.
Gain of 3 to the 41. 2nd and 7. They're going to run it this time, and the Hearts stuff it. There's Carter Hayes. Hello, Carter. Nice job of staying with Hayes, and he stuffs him back at the 40. They lost yardage back to the 40.
Some Hayes on Hayes crime there.
Hey, that is right. Wasn't that a big case back in the day? The Hayes Law or something?
I'll take your word for it.
I think that was a civil litigation matter. All right, so the loss knocks it back to the 40. It's 3rd and 8. Grindstaff still from the shotgun. Tried to draw the Hearts offside. Now he checks the sidelines. They run Hayes now to the far side of him, lined up alongside him. Now another man in motion. That's just for show, I think. Grindstaff across the middle. It's caught outside the 45-yard line, but it's enough for a 1st down for Mount Zion. Boy, Bruce stayed with it, and a good stick up there. Was that Doherty that hit him a lick?
Doherty got a good chunk of him after the catch. Good job to hang on there.
Bruce from the 40 to Effingham's 46, so a gain of 14 yards and a new set of downs for Mount Zion. Low snap, but Grindstaff has it. Long throw. There's the Hearts. Wow. Blake White was the one who was closest to that, but it falls incomplete. Stops the clock with exactly 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. You know, we may be here till midnight the way this thing's going. It's going to be a long ball game. So that's okay. If the Hearts win, I don't care. What else am I going to do?
I could, I don't know. Sleep comes to mind.
Now, there's a thought.
I know that's not something you necessarily do a lot of, but.
It's 2nd and 10. Clock again stopped on the incompletion with exactly 7 minutes left in the quarter. Grindstaff's going to throw him one more time. It's about 800 passes. It's caught, and it's caught inside the Effingham 40-yard line. Caught by Bruce. Jordan Coleman came up to make the stop there. And the pass is complete to the 37 of Effingham, so from the 46 to the 37, a gain of 9. Still not enough for a 1st down. It's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 now. Grindstaff going to throw. He fakes, and he goes deep, and the Hearts are there, and it falls incomplete. I don't know who that was to. It ended up out of bounds beyond the 10-yard line. Again, it looked like Blake White was the closest person to the football. That's going to bring up a 4th and 1 now.
I actually think that the man in the red sweatshirt on the other side of the track, on the other side of the fence, might have been the closest one to that one.
Well, it's a good look at the goal line, though. 4th and 1 now. Ball still at the Hearts 37. Send a man in motion. They're going to run it. Pitch play. The Hearts have got it. Stop. There he goes down. Hearts get the football. Let's give credit where credit's due. Joe Neiman came in, made the big stop. The pitch play was to the Braves, number 25, Josh Carnahan, but Neiman was knocking at the door, and the Hearts get the ball on downs. So a touchdown that helped set a rushing record, and then the Hearts come right back and stuff it. And all of a sudden, the Hearts have been the ones scoring some points. So they get it back here. 1st and 10, and the ball will stay at the 38. Actually, there was a 1-yard loss on that play for Carnahan, and the Hearts have it 1st and 10 at the 38. So the handoff up the gut, and the big man on the quick opener has a 1st down to midfield. Wow. Nice run. I'm just double checking. It was Travis Durbin. Travis Durbin takes the ball to midfield. So from the 38 to the 50, a gain of 12. And man, has the complexion of this game changed, Dustin.
Yeah, there is definitely a lot of momentum working in Effingham's favor right now.
So again, Zach Miller sets the single season rushing record, and Dustin will give us how many yards he has in a minute. But right now we got to deal with the play here. Looks like a little change up. They are talking to Durbin, the up back. Doherty step back. Let's see what happens here. They give it to the deep back. That's Miller. Goes to the far side, and he turns it up and still on his feet. He's near the 40. Near another first down. Hearts all of a sudden are starting to chew up some real estate here.
At the end of that run, Miller just kind of put his head down and threw himself towards the 40-yard line, which is what he needed for the first down. I think he came a yard shy.
50 to the 41, a gain of 9. That'll make it 2nd and 1. And all of a sudden, the Hearts are churning.
161 yards for Zach on 17 carries now.
So he needed 141 for the record to tie the record. He has 161, so that puts him over 1,400 yards. New rushing record for the Hearts. Doherty up under center, gave it to the up back, and still on his feet. That's Miller. I thought it was the up back. Maybe they put him in a different spot. No, it's Billy. There you go. I thought it was the up back, and it was Billy Arndt. 35, not 32. And a gain to the 35, gain of 6. And that'll give the Hearts a new set of downs. Boy, all of a sudden, things are really going Effingham's way.
Yeah, they are chewing up the yardage on the ground, moving towards that goal line. The score here would be such a big deal because it's not going to leave Mount Zion a ton of time on the clock, you wouldn't think, unless they just open up a big play right here. Which would be all right, too. I wouldn't complain about that.
Doherty up under center, deep back Miller. Looking, there's a flag. Let's see what that's about. The ball's inside the 30 by the time Zach gets taken down. Now let's sort it out with a penalty. It was thrown at right about the time the play developed, so it could be a hold. Let's see what's up here. We get the word from the official. Since we're back home, we can hear.
Personal foul. Chopping. Number 57, Mount Zion.
Wow. So let's get the spot of the football. It was inside the 30 already. And then 15 yards on top of that. And they're going to set it down at the 19. So the gain was to the 34. And then a 15-yard walk-off for the crackback block. And it's 1st and 10. Am I right? No, it's the 14-yard line. Excuse me, the 14. So the gain was to the 29, Dustin. I'm sorry. So the gain was to the 29 and then 15 yards. So the Hearts have it 1st and 10 at Mount Zion's 14-yard line. Doherty stays under center. Up back's got it. Still on his feet, Travis Durbin inside the 5. That should be enough for another first down, and the Hearts should have it 1st and goal to go. From the 14, the Hearts advance the ball to the 4, and they move the sticks, and the Hearts have a new set of downs. 1st and goal to go at the Mount Zion 4. 4:22 to go before halftime. Wow, has this game turned around? Mount Zion had a 14-6 lead. Hearts have scored 15 points since then. Excuse me, more than that. Yeah, 15 points. Don't question your math, Greg. It's one thing I do get right. 21-14 Hearts. Doherty up under center. 1st and goal at the 4. It's Miller, and the Braves were expecting that, and they take him down for a 1-yard loss back to the 5. Mount Zion player a little slow to get up. Now he's good. So a 1-yard loss to the 5. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 5 now rather than the 4.
They were certainly all over that one, so we'll see what Effingham goes to the well with here.
I wouldn't mind a little smash mouth football here. Give the up back and just see how far Billy or Travis can go.
Drag a few people across the goal line. I'd be okay with that.
Let's see what happens. Doherty up under center. And a lot of blocking, a lot of smashing, and a lot of moving it up the field. And we don't have a score yet, but we're really close to the goal line by the time this one settles down.
So that was Zach Miller again.
Miller takes it to the 1. So gain of 4 to the 1. And it's 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. And Mount Zion wants timeout. So timeout Braves, 3:09 to go, 2nd quarter, back in 30. It's Effingham 21, Mount Zion 14, here on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
Just to double check, because I know Wayne's wanting to let everybody know on social media, 1395 was the old record by Toby Randolph in 1994. 1395 in 1994 by Toby Randolph, who was living in the Evansville area, last I knew. Great young man. I'm sure he still is. Just a little less young, right, Toby, in case you're listening. All right, 3rd and goal. They've got the ball on the 2, according to the scoreboard. 3rd and goal at the 2. Here's the handoff, and the scrum moves, and they're still moving. And let's see whether they're in. And the answer is no. It's going to be 4th and goal. Boy, I thought the side official was at the 1. And now a couple of flags are thrown way late. Now let's see what that's about.
So maybe Doherty kept that one. It looks like maybe he did. Came out of the pile with the football in his hand.
Good timeout. Now Zion. During the timeout, we have a dead ball. I'm sportsmanlike, number 72 on Effingham. With 15 yards.
Wow. That stings.
So you heard that. And that's an unsportsmanlike call on a dead ball situation after the timeout was called on Evan Boggs. And I know in the heat of competition how I can get sometimes. But boy, that was huge.
Yeah,
15-yarder.
Go from knocking on the door to having a 4th and, well, no, it'll be, I take that back. You go from knocking on the door, though, to having to pick up 17 yards to get in the end zone. It's just a major swing here.
So it was 4th and maybe 1.5. Now it's 4th and 16. Still 4th and goal, but now you just got a long way to go. So the ball's now placed on Mount Zion's 16-yard line. So now you got to figure out what you're gonna call here. And Ryan Hales comes in on the line for Effingham now on the O-line. And let's see what the Hearts decide to do. And now they're talking and they're wanting to double check because Billy Arndt had been out of the game. Now he's back into the game, and they were just want to make sure he could.
Well, speaking of guys in the game,
field goal,
yeah, number 15's out there, so Michael Carey's going to try to kick one here.
So the placement, it'll be at about the 24, so we're talking a 34-yard field goal try. And that would give the Hearts a 10-point lead. So let's see what happens. From Doherty's hold, Michael Carey from 34 yards. Everybody's ready. You know Mount Zion will be coming. Now another whistle, and now what? Timeout, Mount Zion.
Mount Zion.
Trying to ice Mr. Carey. I'm not sure you can ice Michael. If you know Michael, I'm not sure he's a guy you can ice. Anyway, timeout, Mount Zion. That's our last one. Kenna, let's take a break. 2:58 to go in the second quarter. It's been an interesting one. Effingham leads it over Mount Zion, 21-14 here on 97.9 XFM. Placement of the ball is going to be at the 33-yard line, I guess it is. 23, 23. So it'll be a 33-yard field goal attempt. Carey to try the field goal from Doherty's hold. There's the placement. The kick's up, and it is going to maybe make it. It is good! 33-yard field goal. Michael Carey. And the Hearts extend their lead after all that adversity. The Hearts tack on 3. 2:41 to go, second quarter. And the clock was still running. Now we're going to have to get that corrected. Bottom line is Hearts up by 10, 24-14. Kickoff on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Choose from over 10 acres of new Chevrolets and Toyotas during our model year closeout, going on now. On special sale is the #1 selling car in America, Toyota Camry. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham, or danheck.com online.
2:46 to go in the second quarter. Hearts extend the lead on the field goal from 33 yards out by Michael Carey. 8 plays for 46 yards, 335 on that scoring drive, and the Hearts extend the lead at 24-14 with 2:46 to go in the second quarter. Hearts and the Braves battling to see who's got an automatic playoff berth. There's a pop-up on this kickoff by Carey, and it's fielded by Mount Zion outside their 35-yard line. So they're going to have decent field position. Hearts have really done an efficient job of stopping them their last couple of possessions. We'll see what happens here with decent field position and 2:46 to go before the break. I mentioned that Unit 40 Activity Director Dave Oltman will be our guest on the halftime show. There's a lot more than football as far as fall sports at Effingham, and we'll be talking about Dave about some of that, and I might even ask him something about a special event for Coach Mack next week. So stay tuned at halftime for that. We'll be talking with Dave Oltman about that. 24-14, Hearts have extended lead. Hearts have now scored 18 unanswered. They were down 14-6. They lead at 24-14. Grindstaff going to throw. The pass is right in the hands of Hayes and then came out. Get cold, windy, and wet. Boy, he had it on his hands, and it popped up and falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stops clock with 2:41 to go in the second period.
And not much more Peyton Grindstaff can do there. Hit him in the numbers. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Grindstaff going to try one more time. Going to the sidelines through the hands of the receiver. Oh, and they're throwing a flag. Now, they're going to throw a personal foul flag on Effingham. Joe Neiman came over and hit the receiver. But I'm not sure how anybody could have stopped. The pass had gone over the intended receiver. He didn't catch it. Joe hit him. They threw a flag. I'll let you watch the video. See whether you think there should have been a flag.
Personal foul. Yes, Effingham, number 11, 15 yards.
Yeah. Well, yes, there was contact. Yes, it came after the ball was gone. No, it probably didn't even bruise him. Hardly made a dent. 15 yards. And Mount Zion has it 1st and 10 in Effingham territory at the 49.
Seen 3 first downs by penalties here in the first half. A lot of personal fouls been called.
We have not been doing ourselves a favor in that regard. Back to throw again. Grindstaff gets his feet set across the middle. It's caught. Pretty pass by Mason Bruce. Nice catch to the Hearts 30-yard line and a 1st and 10. So from the 49 to the 30, a gain of 19. Vasquez came up, made the tackle. And we got all kinds of whistles, and what's this about? Mount Zion's out of timeout, so what's the story? Another flag? I missed this one. Let's see what this is about.
This is getting a little bit out of hand.
More flags on a parade.
Personal foul, Effingham, number 11. 15 yards to the first down.
That's on Joe Neiman again. Wow. 2 personal fouls on the same drive. Mount Zion's not having to do much work here, because Effingham's letting them march down the field via these personal fouls. So to the 16-yard line. So the ball was at the 31. And it's 1st and 10 for Mount Zion at the Hearts 16-yard line. Boy, the Hearts had all the momentum, and now all this has happened. 2:28 to go before the half. Bruce in motion here for Mount Zion. They throw to the near side. There's a completion to Thacker, but a heck of a stop by Jordan Coleman. Nice catch by Thacker, but boy, Coleman stopped it, and in fact, there's a loss on the play. So it was a reception for -1 yard. That'll make it 2nd and 11 for Mount Zion at Effingham 17-yard line. 2:05 to go before the break again. Mount Zion's out of timeouts. Grindstaff looked to be set and then steps and checks the sidelines, as he's done several times here in the first half. Still working from the shotgun. There's the snap. They hand it off to Hayes. He's up the middle, and he gets it inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. And that'll keep the clock running. It's down to the 14-yard line, Dustin, a gain of 3. That'll make it 3rd and 8. Since they lost a yard, they've gained 3. So 3rd and 8 at the Hearts' 14-yard line. From the shotgun, Grindstaff looks to the sidelines again. I like this because the clock keeps running. We're down to 1:19 to go. Hearts by 10, so even at the score won't catch them up. They're going to throw one more time. Grindstaff to the sideline. It's caught, and the man tries to get away, and he does. Boy, he had one man to beat and a touchdown for Mount Zion. Hearts defender had a good angle on him, and he got by for the score. So a touchdown on the 14-yard pass play. And I think that was Brandon Price again.
Yep.
14-yard touchdown. That makes it 24-20. The score comes with 1:07 to go before halftime. And they'll kick for one. They're going to kick for one here. That would get them within 3. Hayes is ready. There's the snap, the placement, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Shanked it. So the Hearts still by 4. 1:07 to go, second quarter. It's Effingham 24, Mount Zion 20. Kickoff on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
You'll find savings on all grills in stock. Plus, all Weber accessories and in-stock parts are on sale. Find super hot savings on Fireplace Extraordinaire fireplaces and inserts. And right now, get a free remote with a gas fireplace or a free blower with a wood fireplace purchase. Leisure Time Sundance Spas Falls into Savings event is still going on. Save up to an extra $500 in bonus cash. This is a perfect time to get a new grill, fireplace, spa at Leisure Times, Keller and Jefferson in Effingham.
Kyle Albert kicked it off for Mount Zion, and he hit a little shank shot up about 18 feet in the air. Travis Durbin fell on it at the 40. So the Hearts have good field position, and the Hearts have 1:07 left, and the Hearts have 2 timeouts to work with. So I'm just saying, friends, don't go get your sandwich yet.
That's actually the longest kick Albert has had tonight. He's got kicks of 12, 12, and 20.
Let's see what happens here. Hearts have got 60 yards to go in 1:07, and they got 2 timeouts to work with. Looking to throw out to the far sideline. It's incomplete, and there's contact, but no flag this time.
Problem there was Drew Vasquez was the receiver, and he wasn't even looking for it.
So I'm not sure what the deal was there, whether Kevin called something and Drew heard something else, but the pass falls incomplete. And it's 2nd and 10 now with 1:02 to go in the second quarter. Count it down to halftime. Hearts lead it 24-20. And Doherty up under center on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nope. Comes to the deep back. That's Zach Miller. Big hole. Cross the midfield stripe. Still to the 40, to the 30. Still on his feet to the 25 and out of bounds with 54 seconds left. Zach hit a big one. And there's a late flag.
Unbelievable.
What's this about?
All of these penalties.
Penalty is going to be to the run is to Mount Zion's 20. This on the Hearts again. It's on the Hearts again. Now what?
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. Number 32.
Zach Miller said something, I guess, at the end of the play. That's what the indication is.
Well, listen, you've clearly got an officiating crew that's looking out for this stuff. They're looking for excuses to throw these flags. You just got to get it under control, you know? I mean,
shut up.
You may think that you're not doing anything wrong, but at a certain point, you just got to realize you're not going to get away from it.
This doesn't take rocket science. You just got to shut up and play football. So the ball's back to the 39. The play went to the 24, by the way, Dustin, from the 40 of Effingham to the 24 of Mount Zion. So a huge gain, and that stands. And then the 15-yard walk-off pushes the ball back to the 39 with 54 seconds left. Hearts may win in spite of themselves. Doherty up under center. Hand off to Miller. Going to the far side. They cut him down for a loss at the 40-yard line. So the ball was at the 39, a 1-yard loss to the 40, and the Hearts call time. Man,
Yeah, a situation like that, when you get knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, is where that hurts because you could use that field position here.
So timeout Hearts. 46 seconds left before halftime. Probably won't get here any too soon. Effingham leads at 24-20. Kenna, let's take a 30-second break here on 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this is Ben. Yeah, we have that. I'll send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
All right, the Hearts lost a yard on the play, so it's 2nd and 11. Effingham still in front, 24-20, despite their mishaps. Ivan Boggs back out there now for the Hearts on the line. And let's see what the Hearts come up with. They've still got a lot of opportunity here. Still have one timeout remaining, 46 seconds, and they've got the ball on Mount Zion's 40-yard line. So I've seen Coach Mack pull out some interesting scoring drives with less time than this. Let's see what happens here. Fumble. Doherty gets it back, and he's taken down for a big loss. Wow. When Kevin came up, he ended up, some of the Hearts fans think that was a little too much celebrating by Mount Zion after that takedown of Doherty after the fumble. Kevin did pick it back up. The ball's back to the 46 now, so that's a 6-yard loss for Doherty. And you're not supposed to see that in high school football, but everybody must have been looking the other way. Down to 15 seconds left. The Hearts are going to see what happens here. They've still got one timeout. Durbin comes in at the last second here. Let's see what this is about. Doherty up under center. He gives it up the middle. The ball's loose, and Mount Zion picks it up with 0.9 second left. So the Hearts appeared a bit disorganized on that play. Travis Durbin came running in just about before the snap. The ball got loose, and Mount Zion's picked it up. So they've got 0.9 second now from their 46-yard line. So they're obviously going to have one bite at the apple here. So it's 1st and 10 for Mount Zion at their 46. 0.9 second on the board. Let's see what they come up with. I'll bet it's a pass.
You think?
Yeah. Something tells me. 1st and 10 for Mount Zion at their 46. They have 0.9 second left before halftime. Ryan Staff looking to throw. Across the middle. Got the happy feet. There's the pass. It's incomplete, and that should end the half.
We got a flag. We got a flag, and that means that Mount Zion's...
If the penalty's on Effingham, the half can't stop on a defensive penalty. That would mean Mount Zion would indeed get one more play. The officials are talking it over. And they're still talking it over. And they're still talking it over. Let's see who this is going to be on. The officials are talking it over. Let's see what it's about. Here's the call. 2 penalties.
First penalty. That penalty is declined. 12 players on the field on Effingham. That penalty is accepted. 15 yards. We have 1 untimed down.
So 2 defensive penalties. Pass interference is declined. 12 men on the field is accepted. That's a 15-yarder. That gives them the ball at Effingham's 39-yard line. And this will be the last play. There's no time on the clock, but again, a half can't end on a defensive penalty. So Grindstaff's checking the sidelines to see what he's going to call, and now we've got a whistle. And what's this about? The Hearts call time. They had one left. So timeout Effingham with no time left on the clock here at halftime. Hearts lead at 24-20. Again, a half can't end on a defensive penalty. So Mount Zion has one more play coming. Now the Hearts called time. Make sure they get it right. So let's see what Mount Zion does.
105 yards on 7 penalties against the Hearts here in the first half, and Mount Zion's had 4 penalties for 50 too. So it's been a busy night for that assessed penalty yardage, and I just want it to be halftime so bad right now, Greg.
Boy, the Hearts have played so well. They've done so much right as far as their play in this first half, but golly, so many personal fouls and major infractions besides those. Let's see what happens. Hearts are still in front, 24-20. There's no time left, so this is the last play of the first half. Grindstaff's going to throw. Scrambling, looking, goes to the end zone. High deep pass in the corner of the end zone, and it's knocked away by the Hearts. No, he caught it! It's a touchdown for Mount Zion. The ball is caught, and the ball was caught by Tyler Hayes. And that gives Mount Zion a 26-24 lead. I've seen a lot.
Is that number 5 or number 6 that caught that? I thought.
Was it Gensler?
Yeah, I believe so.
Max Gensler with the touchdown catch. It's getting kind of muddy.
Yeah.
So that makes it 26-24 Mount Zion. I've done this a long time, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. They're going to kick for one and give them a 3-point lead. Davis is their extra point man. There's the placement. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and Mount Zion takes a 27-24 lead to the locker room. Hearts had it all their way. All the momentum was going their way, and ugly last couple of minutes of this first half. But it's just halftime. We'll see what happens. Guess still have a half of football to go. It's 27-24 Mount Zion at halftime. Halftime show on the way. We'll talk with Dave Woltman about lots of good things and recap the scoring and the scores, and more to come in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
We found out later Morgan Wilson shot an 84, so she's tied for 23. She was out in 43 and in 41. And Luke Baker from Neoga shot an 80 today, so he's tied for 21st after the first day, and that's a nice round for him. So all those kids still in the mix as they go back tomorrow for day 2 of the state golf titles. And Mr. Woltman mentioned about Miss Cool and Miss Funneman at the doubles in the sectional here in Effingham, the tennis sectional that's being hosted by St. Anthony. We'll keep you up to date on all of that, plus the National Trail Conference volleyball tournament, plus Effingham involved in a lot of different activities, plus the soccer regional at St. Anthony, and a whole lot more. So we'll do our best to keep you up to date on all that activity. Effingham will get the ball to start the second half. They did win the toss, and as usual, deferred to the second half, so they just got the ball. Again, Mount Zion doesn't try to kick it deep. I really don't think they have anybody who can kick it deep, Dustin, on an effective basis.
I guess, but on that extra point attempt, it seemed as if they had a little bit of leg there, but Grant Piggish fell on that kick there. Effingham's going to get it at its own 44-yard line.
So a good shape again, a good spot to start the drive, and hopefully things are calmed down and we'll have a nice orderly second half of football.
I would just like to see a regular half here. I think that would be just fine.
It was pretty much up for grabs the last couple of minutes of the first half. Zach Miller carried the ball from the 44 to the 46, a gain of 2, and it'll be second and 8. So it's 27-24 Mount Zion. Mount Zion scored on that touchdown pass with no time left in the half. Max Gensler caught it in the corner of the end zone. They made the kick, and it's 27-24. Miller again with a handoff. Boy, you saw his feet slip there as he tried to make a cut, and there was nothing. No gain. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and that's just not going to get any better. It's this is probably at the point of the game where that middle of the field is starting to get pretty chewed up and really deteriorate. So we'll see if that has an effect on the scoring and the ball movement here in the second half.
Next week's the last game of the regular season as Muhammad Seymour comes to call. 7 o'clock kickoff here at Klosterman Field. You can hear it right here where you're listening on your personal listening device right now. Doherty up under center on 3rd and 8. And he's going to roll out. Nope, they handed it up the middle, and he's still on his feet, and he's loose, and that's probably it is. It's Billy Hart, and the Harts are going to score. 5, touchdown, Effingham. There was this muddle in the middle that the Harts have used for years, and boy, with Billy the Beast in there, it's mighty effective. How about that, friends and neighbors? That's a 54-yard touchdown run, and the Harts are back in front 30-27. The score comes with 10:36 to go in the third quarter.
I have no idea how Billy Arnn got out of there. You couldn't see from here what was going on, but all of a sudden he just emerged, and he did what he does, and that's take the ball out of that fullback spot and score touchdowns.
All right, they're going to kick for one. Carry from Doherty's hold. And here's the snap and the placement and the kick, and it's up and looks good to me. And the officials agree. Harts by 4, 31-27, 10:36 to go third quarter. Kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM. The touchdown drive, 3 plays, 56 yards, took a minute 24, highlighted by Billy Hart's 54-yard touchdown run. Carey's kick was good, and the Harts are back in front, 31-27. Here's the kickoff, another deep one. Mount Zion run back, pretty successful. Carnahan gets it out across the 25-yard line. And Mount Zion will set up shop at the 28-yard line. Blake White on the stop for the Harts special teamers. So 1st and 10 for Mount Zion at their 28-yard line. Boy, that's what I like about deferring and getting the ball to start the second half. All that strangeness right before halftime, and the Harts come back, score on their first possession of the second half, and they're back in top. 31-27 Effingham. Now let's see if they can continue to hold down Mount Zion as they did most of the second quarter. Here's a pass play. No, it's a run. He faked the pass play. And it's a run up the gut, and Hayes is the ball carrier. And it is to the 32-yard line. Gain of 4. Cole Moran on the stop for the Harts. Going to throw this time. Grindstaff across the middle. It is caught, and immediately the tackle. Well, I don't know how you could defend that any better, as Vasquez made the stop, of the pass is still complete to Max Gensler. Boy, that was a nice play on both ends. It's complete to the 46, from the 32 to the 46, a gain of 14, and that's enough, of course, for Mount Zion, the first down. Ball was there, Gensler was there, Vasquez was there. Gensler made the catch, and Vasquez took him down immediately. Run up the middle, Hayes, not much.
Yeah, maybe a yard there for Hayes.
Not much. And Carter Hayes just tackled Tyler Hayes. Give him the yard.
Happened a few times tonight.
To the 47. 2nd and 9. 31-27 Effingham. Grindstaff going to throw for the 100th time. Across the middle, it's caught. Boy, he got right between all the defenders. Caught complete to Mason Bruce. And Bruce has it inside the Harts 40. It is to the 37-yard line. So from Mount Zion's 47 to Effingham's 37, a 16-yard advance. And 1st and 10 for the Braves at the Effingham 37. 9:20 to go, third quarter. This is going to be a lot of points by the time this is over. Grindstaff across the middle, caught again, and the ball's loose.
Man.
Let's see if they call it a completion. The ball's knocked loose. The Harts fall on it. As boy, did he get hit a lick.
That was Drew Vasquez that came up and hit Gensler and knocked that ball loose. He just hammered him.
And they call it an incomplete pass. So it's 2nd and 10.
That's the kind of play defensive backs live for.
Man, that's a teeth rattler. It's ruled incomplete, 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 9:10 to go on the incompletion. What a hit by Vasquez. Here's the handoff and the pass to the sidelines, and it's through the hands of the intended receiver. That's Brandon Price, and that time Neiman was over there and laid off. He shifted down to another gear to make sure there wasn't another penalty
They're
call.
going to have to, because they were looking to throw those flags in the first half, and that pass just way too high for the intended receiver. He had to leave his feet in full extension just to have a chance at it.
So it's 3rd and 10 at the Hearts 37. Grindstaff, of course, going to throw. It's deep. Hearts may get it. Oh, it's at the feet of the Hearts defender. No way he could corral it, but that brings up 4th down. And obviously Mount Zion's going to go for it here. Is that Doherty?
Yeah, Doherty was out there.
Well, I tell you, Kevin has played a whale of a game in the secondary tonight for the Hearts. He and Vasquez and Carey have been mighty busy back there. Pass falls incomplete, and that'll make it 4th and 10. But again, they're at the Hearts 37, so of course they'll go for it. Hearts now set up defensively.
3 wide receivers on the left side here.
So Blake White's back deep with Vasquez now. Grindstaff, of course, going to throw. It is passed, it's caught. It's complete, and it should be enough for a first down. And the pass is complete to Bruce, I think, who's still having trouble getting up. Mason Bruce, and boy, Vasquez hit him a lick, but he held on. Pass is complete to the Hearts' 23-yard line. Gain of 14, and that's enough for a new set of downs.
That's 189 yards on 8 catches now for Mr. Bruce.
8:50 to go in the third quarter. Hearts up 31-27, but Mount Zion on the move. At the Effingham 23 with a new set of downs. There's the handoff to Hayes, and he gets it up near the 20. Then the Hearts driving back. You got Cayley in the mix there.
And
you got Durbin. Got all kinds of people getting all festive here. Let's see what this is about. And another penalty.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 88F. 15-yard.
Face mask penalty on Carter Hayes, and that's another 15 yards. Well, they haven't missed a one, have they?
No.
So there's 15 yards, and they will spot it at the 22-yard line. So the play was to the 36, Dustin. 37.
Got it at the 12, right? It's at the 12.
Excuse me, I said 22. I'm sorry, 12-yard line. So the play was dead at the 27. So actually a loss on that. 4-yard loss, and then the 15 yards, and they have it at the 12, and it's first down. They handed up the gut. Hayes is loose, and he's in for the touchdown, and Mount Zion regains the lead.
From 11 for the touchdown.
Well, they say on the scoreboard the 11, so it's an 11-yard touchdown run for Tyler Hayes. And Mount Zion regains the lead, 33-31. That comes with 8:23 to go in this third quarter. A wild and woolly football game, to say the least. They're going to go for 2 this time. Throws, got a man there, caught and dropped. So the 2-point try is unsuccessful. It falls incomplete. But Mount Zion's regained the lead. It's Braves 33, Effingham 31 with 8:23 to go in the third quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
That series, 10 plays, 72 yards, and took 213. That's quick, but when you're passing this much, you can get a lot of plays done in a lot of time. 10 plays, 72 yards, 213, highlighted by Hayes' 11-yard run for Mount Zion for the score. The pass for 2 was no good, but Mount Zion's back in front by a count of 33-31. And another onside kick. And Effingham has covered it up. They've done well with that all night. Mount Zion's continued to try the onside kick, and the Hearts have had an answer every time.
Noah Lohman on the recovery.
And Noah Lohman in there. One of the Hearts wideouts makes the grab. So old number 85 takes care of business there for the Hearts. And the Effingham, as a result, again, great field position to start this drive. First and 10 for them at their 47-yard line. And boy, that's one thing that's benefited the Hearts, is that so far they recovered every onside kick and have resulted in really good field position. First and 10, it's at the 47 of Effingham, and they run it up the middle, and that goes to Travis Durbin at the up back spot, and he gets the ball to midfield. So a 3-yard gain from the 47 to the 50, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
They might have actually set that one down at the 49 after
yes, they
all
did.
Said and done.
Pardon me. 49. So that's my next guess, I guess. So it'll be 2nd and 8 on the 2-yard gain from the 47 to the 49. Last game of the regular season is next Friday night. Hearts play host to Muhammad Seymour. Hope you'll be here. Doherty up under center, deep back. Zach Miller's got it, turns it to the far side. He's got some space. He's got a first down for the Hearts near the Mount Zion 40-yard line. Good run. And the Hearts get a new set of downs to the 42 of the Braves. From our 49 to their 42. Gain of 9, and that's enough for a first down. 7.5 to go. 7:37 to be precise in the third quarter here in a really long ball game at Klosterman Field. Man, this is going to take a while. It's almost 9 o'clock, and we're still 7.5 to go in the third quarter. Doherty stays up under center on 1st and 10. Handoff, up back, probably Durbin, I think. And he got stood up, might have got to the 40. We'll see where they spot him. Yep, gave him 2 to the 40 at 2nd and 8. Nothing fancy by the Hearts right now. It's just smash mouth football.
Yeah, that one ended up being a little bit of a rugby scrum by the time it was all said and done. Mount Zion players kept piling up, trying to push Travis backwards. And you know, it takes a lot of guys to get him to quit moving forward.
6:52 to go, third quarter. 33-31 Mount Zion as things stand. I don't think it'll stand this way for too long. The way this one's gone. Doherty up under center at the Mount Zion 40. Deep back Miller picking his way through traffic. Still on his feet. He's loose. He's got room down the sideline, and he's finally run out of bounds. And a flag, which surely is going to have to be against Mount Zion. Flag's thrown at about the 30 of Mount Zion. Let's see what this is about.
Sooner or later, they're going to do something wrong, right?
Well, you would presume. Official standing.
Effingham, number 21. Timber in the spot of the foul. Repeat, 2nd down.
Holding on Travis Durbin, and that'll bring it back. Well, I don't know what to say, folks. This is remarkable. Ball's going to end up at the 39, so that means a gain to the 29.
The penalty takes it back to the 39-yard line. The down remains the same.
So it's 1st and...
It'll be 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. So no gain, no nothing. Play's dead. So 2nd and 7 at the 39. Here's the handoff. Terrible footing right at the spot where he tried to make the cut. I think that
he was stacked up near the line of scrimmage.
That was Zach Miller. And boy, he tried to make a cut, and there just wasn't any cutting to do. Call it the 39, Dustin, so a gain of 1.
No gain on the play brings up 3rd and 7.
So it's 3rd and 7. Ball at the Mount Zion 39-yard line. I hope we've done an accurate job of conveying what we've seen here tonight.
There hasn't been much flow to it, and that really makes it a little difficult sometimes.
Again, up under center, Kevin Doherty fakes the handoff, throws as he got dumped. Passes incomplete. The man nearest was Travis Durbin out here in the flats, and Kevin was backpedaling and then ended up on his seat.
Yeah.
Got the throw away, so it's still just an incompletion. But it's 4th and 7 now. But the Heart's still at Mount Zion's 39.
Just no chance for Kevin to get anything off there. He had a guy on him before he could ever really even make a read. Did well to get rid of it and not take a loss in the backfield.
Absolutely. So let's see what happens here on 4th and 10.
Back for the Braves is number 12, Austin Thacker.
Heart's going to punt. Wow, they're at Mount Zion's 39. They're going to try and punt, maybe. Let's see what happens here, whether maybe a fake's on. Now nobody's back deep for Mount Zion. Hearts are going to throw. There's the pass. It's caught. inside the 30. Drew Vasquez makes the catch. That's what we call a first down. Well, there you go. I didn't think in the world that the Hearts were going to punt, and I was right. Pass is caught by Vasquez from Mount Zion's 39 to Mount Zion's 29, and that's enough for a first down. Needed 7, got 10.
That is Effingham's first completed pass of the evening.
It came at a really good time.
It sure did.
So 1st and 10 for the Hearts at the 29 of Mount Zion. 5:38 left in the quarter. Mount Zion on top 33-31, and it's been a really interesting game. Doherty up under center, deep back Miller. Zach's picking his way through traffic. Boy, Mount Zion got in there in a hurry, and they might even lost yardage on that one.
Tackled by Andrew Otten.
In attack mode for Mount Zion was Andrew Otten, the sophomore, working at that offensive line and linebacker spot. So he came up there defensively and made a nice stop. And they'll spot the football at the 30, and that's a 1-yard loss. So it's 2nd and 11 now for the Hearts at Mount Zion's 30. Hearts are 5-2. Mount Zion's 5-2. Hearts are 3-1 in the Apollo. Mount Zion's 3-1 in the Apollo. Something's got to give. Doherty, handoff up the middle. Not much.
Up the middle.
Billy Arndt carried, but not for much.
You almost expect to just see Billy all of a sudden emerge out of the pile and run all the way to the end zone, but that time they take him down after only looks like a couple of yards there, maybe 3.
Give him 3 to the 27,
Gain on the play down to
and that'll make it 3 and 3rd and 8. Because they'd lost a yard on first down, remember. Got 3 there, 3rd and 8. 33-31 Mount Zion. Each team has had a couple of leads a couple of times. Doherty up under center. There's the snap. Going to throw. Got some time. Throws it low and falls incomplete. Was on the move, rolling to the near side, and really couldn't get a lot on the throw. It came up short. Vasquez, the intended receiver.
You can kind of see that one coming up short. As soon as it left his hands, he just didn't appear to have the best grip on it. And as you said, throwing on the run always makes things a little more difficult.
4:09 to go, and completion stops the clock. 4th and 8. So the Hearts pulled it out of the bag of tricks when they were in this situation just 3 plays ago on another 4th and a few situation. Doherty checking the sidelines. Play clock's down to 6, and the Hearts are going to have to call time. Timeout, Hearts, with 4:09 to go, 3rd quarter. Back in a minute. It's Mount Zion 33, Effingham 31 here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. If you need something better to haul your team in, you'll find it at Northside Ford. With hundreds of vehicles to choose from and a service department that can't be beat, you'll find that things really are better on the North Side. Stop in today or visit Northside Ford online at effinghamford.com.
To update you on a score from Taylorville in the Mattoon game. Taylorville leading Mattoon 17-14 late in the 3rd quarter.
Taylorville by 3 late in the 4th quarter.
3rd quarter.
3rd quarter. Thank you, Kenna. 17-14 Taylorville leading Mattoon late in the 3rd quarter. Here it's 4th and 8 for the Hearts at Mount Zion's 27. Hearts down 33-31. We have a lot of time left in this one. Doherty up under center, looking to throw. Got some time. Find a man. Cross the middle. It is caught. What a heck of a catch by Carter Hayes. Rolling catch. What a pretty catch. Right at the 10-yard line. First down for the Hearts. That's 2 times now on 4th down they've converted.
Yeah, that throw was a little bit low, but Hayes went down and got it, made an excellent catch. Great concentration, gets those chains moving once again.
27 to the 10, a gain of 17 yards, and the Hearts have a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Wow, what a drive this has been.
You got to have it.
Absolutely. They're down 2. 3:45 to go, 3rd quarter. Heck of a catch by Carter Hayes. Doherty ready. Given to the deep back. That's Zach Miller looking for traffic. He stopped that time, and that gave Mount Zion an opportunity to adjust, and he might have got a yard.
Just a lock jam there in the middle of the field. Nothing really for Zach to do. No openings to be had.
Give him 1 to the 9. So that'll make it 2nd and goal. because the ball was at the 10,
Right.
so it's second and goal after the 1 yard gain. Mount Zion has an injured player. One of their linemen has to limp off the field, so they bring in a replacement who's smaller, so I say run at that guy.
Well, the guy that just came off the field, there's probably not too many players on their squad that are smaller than him.
At the 9 of Mount Zion, second down, up the gut. Hearts are shoving and diving and digging and got something out of it. Must have been Durbin, because there comes Philly Arndt flying out of there. Durbin advances it, maybe the 7.
Looks like
give him 2 to the 7. That'll make it third down at the Mount Zion 7-yard line. 2:25 to go, third quarter, folks. We have a long way to go.
Well, the yards getting hard to come by in the running game here lately. I see a lot of 2s and 1s and 0s on my sheet.
Third down, 7 to go to the goal line. Doherty pitch to Miller. Get him a block out there. Good job. Seal it off. He turns it up. He is in for the score. Touchdown, Effingham. And the Hearts regain the lead. It's Effingham 37, Mount Zion 33. The score comes with 2:02 to go in the third quarter.
Good blocking there. I saw Travis Durbin throwing some blocks out there. There were other people involved, but took a little time for that play to set up, but it worked out, and the Hearts regained the lead.
Run is 7 yards. And Zach Miller to the house again. And we'll see about the kick for one here. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4th touchdown for Miller. That gives Zach 22, and the record's 28. He's already set a single season rushing record. Going to throw for 2. The pass is incomplete. Boy, had a couple of guys open. Couldn't quite make the grab. Let him a little long. Pass is incomplete, but the Hearts are back in front. 37-33 Effingham. Back with a kickoff in a minute. Here on 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this is Ben. Yeah, we have that. Send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
Team play drive, 53 yards. It took 6:21 off the clock. Highlighted by Zach Miller's 7-yard touchdown run. The pass for 2 was incomplete, but the Hearts are back in front, 37-33. Carey hits one to the 5. The Mount Zion receiver, return man, picked it up, dropped it, now picks it up again and gets it out across the 25-yard line to about the 28, and that's where Mount Zion will set up shop. Noah Lohman in on the stop for the Hearts. Ball will be at the 28-yard line. First and 10 for Mount Zion at their 28. Hearts back in front, 37-33. We talked about last bats last week, Dustin, and unfortunately that proved to be true. It may happen again tonight.
Certainly are trading blows here.
Man, 37-33 Effingham. Grindstaff, who probably is soaking his arm on the sidelines while they're on defense, because he's thrown
27 passes.
And we still have 2 minutes to go in the third. Holy cow. In the shotgun, he's been there all night. The Hearts haven't been able to get him yet. There's a pass complete across the middle to Davis.
Pass is complete.
Maybe a yard there, not much.
To Hayes, pardon me. Tyler Hayes made the catch. And it's complete across the 30 to the 31.
More than I thought.
Gain of 3. Be second and 7. Griffin Page, old number 50 up there on the stop for the Hearts. Grindstaff ready to throw some more. No, they handed it up the gut. And the runner's out across the 35-yard line. So Hayes caught the pass. Now Hayes runs the ball. And they're going to spot it shy of the 35 at the 34. So not as big a gain as we thought. From the 31 to the 34, gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 4. And they rev up the tempo a little. Here's the pass on 3rd and 4. And it's high and through the hands of the intended receiver, Brandon Price, who's caught a few and also had a few go through his hands tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that was a little high again. And Grindstaff has gone through stretches where his accuracy has struggled a little bit, and then he's had stretches where he's completed 6 passes in a row. He's 15 for 29 for 233 yards right now.
Passes incomplete, brings up a 4th and 5 situation for the Braves, so they're going to probably punt it away because they're pretty deep in their territory here. Minute 2 to go in the third quarter. But I am not discounting a razzle-dazzle play.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you've got your head up if you're Effingham. Be ready for anything.
Boy, this kick could be against the wind. The Hearts could get great field position. I'm not convinced they're kicking because, again, they have not shown much as far as kicking.
They're running. They're
going to go for it. 4th and 5, and they're at their own 34. Boy, the Hearts could come out smelling like a rose here. Grindstaff's change in the play now. Hayes by his side in the backfield from the shotgun. There's the snap. Here's the pass. It is high, and it's picked. Michael Carey with the interception. It's 4th down anyway, but Hearts get the ball inside the Mount Zion 40.
We talked about him having a little bit of accuracy trouble lately. That one was well high. It's kind of a rushed play, and Carey put another interception. He's had quite a few this year, had a couple 2 interception games this season. He took that one right at the 50 and returned it about almost 15 yards, 13 yards it looks like.
Inside Mount Zion's 40-yard line. It'll be at their 38, Dustin, to start this drive. 1st and 10, Hearts at the Mount Zion 38 with 53 seconds left in the third quarter. And the Hearts in front. So nice work by the defense to force the turnover. And the Hearts in good shape here. 1st and 10 at Mount Zion's 38. Doherty up under center as he's been about all night. That's the up back, got the handoff, and Mount Zion stuffed it. And that was Arndt. Billy got the ball to the 35, got more out of it than I thought. Gain of 3 from the 38 to the 35, and it's 2nd and 7.
Boy, oh boy, would a score here be just a big deal for Effingham.
No kidding. Half a minute left in the third quarter. Hearts have 15 on the play clock, though, so they need to do something here. So this will be the last play of the third quarter. 2nd and 7. They shift Arndt. They go to the deep back. Miller had a block ready for him and a nice gain, and he's inside the 30-yard line, really close to a first down. We'll check on the spot here. It's inside the 30, but that will be the final play of the third quarter. It is scored at the 29. Dustin, a 6-yard gain for Mr. Miller. And after 3 in a wild one, Effingham 37, Mount Zion 33. Yes, in case your game's over, we are just getting ready for the fourth quarter here in Effingham. More to come in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
After a while, after you do this for a long time, you think, well, I've seen it all, nothing new. I've never seen anything like this one.
It's hard to explain exactly why this game has been so bizarre. I think because it's just been strange in a number of different ways, but I'll tell you, I haven't been doing it quite as long, and I can certainly say that I've never seen a game quite as disjointed and just odd as this one has been.
And the Hearts are in front. They're marching. They've got it at the Mount Zion 29 as we start the fourth quarter. Play to the up back, and a bit of progress by Travis Durbin to the 26, and that's enough for a first down. That's the bottom line there. Keep the chains moving, keep the clock moving. Hearts lead at 37-33, and that advances the football to the 26, a gain of 3. And new set of downs for the Hearts.
Hearts have it 1st and 10 at the
46 yards on 10 carries for Durbin. Billy Arndt's got 71 on 6 carries, and Zach Miller 31 carries, 229 yards.
229, holy cow. Doherty up under center and a flag. Maybe movement on the line.
I think so.
Let's see what this is about.
Dead ball. Ball start. Number 60 on Effingham. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Well, I was pretty sure it'd be on Effingham.
It has been a while since we've seen a penalty go against the Hearts. It was a real problem there towards the end of the first half. Things have seemed to calm down just a little bit as of late.
5-yard walk-off, and so the ball's back out to the 31. Hearts with the ball at Mount Zion's 31-yard line. 11:22 to go in this game. 37-33 Effingham in front of Mount Zion. Wow. Doherty, pitch play. Miller coming to the near side. Get him a block. There's a great block. And he's inside the 20 and near the 15-yard line before they take him down.
2 big blocks for Billy Arndt downfield.
Wow. That was pretty. Set that up nicely. Came to the near side and turned it and got it inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. So from the 36 to the 14, a 22-yard gain for Zach. What's he, about 250 now?
246.
Holy cow. He already broke the single-season rushing record. He's going to make sure it's hard for somebody else to catch him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's just gravy, everything from here on out.
And still a game to go in the regular season and hopefully more to come. Miller going to the far side. Billy again gets him a block. And he gets it out near the 10, but now there's a flag. So let's see what's up with this. It'd be like an NBA game. There have been so many penalties.
Well into the play there. My gut would tell me a hold or a block in the back or something like that. But we'll wait and see.
Holding. Effingham, number 21. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Review first down.
So it's still first down after the 10-yard walk-off for the hold. And we'll check the spot, and then we'll know what happened on the play. Out to the 24, so nothing happened. It happened right at the point of impact. So the ball's out to the 24-yard line. So from the 14 to the 24, so it's 1st and 20. And the handoff to the deep back. That's Miller, and boy, Mount Zion. Wait, no, and he's still on his feet. Still on his feet. He got near the 20. I thought he was dead to rights back about the 25-yard line. He spun off 2 defenders. And I don't know how he did it, but Zach Miller got the ball to the 21. So
First spin move got him the 3 yards that he's got here.
I thought that was dead in the water, maybe for a loss. And he got 3 yards out of it. You don't usually get too excited about a 3-yard gain, but that was pretty.
Yeah.
From the 24 to the 21. So it's 2nd and 17. 16. At this point, who cares?
2nd and something.
Yeah. Down to 8 on the play clock. Hearts leading 37-33 and deep into Mount Zion territory again. Doherty up under center. Fakes the handoff. Gonna throw. Find him a man. There's the catch and dropped. Caught and dropped out there in the flats.
The pass is incomplete.
Carter Hayes out there, or is it Arndt?
It was Hayes that was the intended receiver there.
All right, so the ball comes out. Incomplete. Stops the clock with 9:38 to go. And that brings up a 3rd and 16.
And now you'd probably see Effingham, go ahead and run the ball here. We've seen Michael Carey knock down a pretty long field goal already tonight. If you get a little closer, might be able to at least try and stick 3 points on the board. I guess they'll probably go. We'll just have to wait and see what the situation is. But on 3rd and 16, if they don't gain a lot, you probably maybe not go for it on 4th down. Maybe just go ahead and try to take the 3.
Got a man lined up beside him. That's Miller. Doherty's going to throw. Pass complete out here to Billy. Arndt to the 10, to the 5. Still on his feet. Touchdown Effingham.
Or you can do that.
Or you can do that. What a run after the catch by Billy Arndt. 21-yard touchdown play. The Hearts extend the lead to 43-33 with 9:29 to go in the game. I'm going to need a new score sheet.
There is no such thing as a one-on-one tackle with Billy Arndt. There's no such thing as a solo tackle. It's going to take a couple guys to bring him down, and they didn't have a couple guys to spare on that play. He just dragged the guy into the end zone.
That was a remarkable effort. Hearts looking to kick for one here. Leads back to 10 at 43-33 with 9:29 to go. From Doherty's hold, Carey to kick. Here's the snap, the placement. The kick's up, and the kick is plenty good. It's about the railroad track. 44-33. Hearts by 11. 9:29 to go. Back with one more kickoff in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, built on trust and family. You can depend on us for all your health needs. Over 20 years of service to our community. Call 342-9 trust and family.
I just got a text, and I'm telling you, Rachel, just a personal note, I don't have much hair left after this. 8 plays, 62 yards. It took 3:24 off the clock. A beautiful run after the catch. 21-yard pass play from Kevin Doherty to Billy Arndt. Michael Carey's kick was good, and the Hearts are up 44-33 with 9:29 to go. Wow. Here's Carey's kickoff. He's got to be tired. Deep inside the 10, back to about the 7. Their backs cross, but he kept it. And that's Carnahan, and he's got it out across the 20 near the 25-yard line. Tried a little fooling there, but Carnahan kept the ball, and the Hearts didn't bite. And so here we go again.
You know, on that run after the catch from Billy Arndt, he had a kind of a player just kind of hanging on his arm there. It just reminds me of like when my daughter grabs a hold of my leg, right? Like she thinks that she's going to slow me down, but it just kind of makes me walk a little funny, but I still get where I'm going, and that's kind of how Billy Arndt was. It slowed him down a little bit, but it wasn't going to keep him out of the end zone.
Ball's at the 22. That's where Mount Zion will start this drive with 9:20 remaining. Going to throw, obviously. Across the middle, it's too long. Picked again! Carey's got the interception! Michael Carey gets it back inside the 40. Hearts get the ball right back. Pass was too high. Michael Carey took care of the rest.
That's 3 2-interception games Michael Carey has this season.
Phenomenal for a guy who'd never played. I remember him telling me on picture day, Greg, they said, what would you like to think about playing cornerback? And he said, yeah, okay. Has he done all right? I think you'd have to agree.
I think so.
Golly. 1st and 10 for the Hearts. They spot the football at the 37-yard line of Mount Zion.
The Hearts have it 1st and 10 at the Mount Zion.
Hearts lead at 44-33, and they get the ball right back on the interception. Like I've said before, when you throw this many times, you got to figure a pick's out there somewhere. Zach Miller, head of steam. They stop him maybe after a gain of a yard. Call it the 36. Gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. And we're under 9 minutes of play. And now the Hearts might try a little clock management to the nth degree here, up by 11.
Absolutely.
They're going to take their sweet time now. Try and milk that clock for all it's worth. Hearts did have to burn a timeout earlier in the half, but still 2 left and an 11-point lead. Play clock's down to 10. They don't have to be in a hurry. Doherty checks the clock, in fact. There's the snap. Pitch to Miller. Zach hang on to the football. That's another thing to consider. Still on his feet. Gets it inside the 35. A good gain on 1st down.
Yeah, that's something you just mentioned. Fumbles haven't been a big part of this game, surprisingly enough. Effingham had one stretch where on back-to-back plays they put the ball on the ground. Other than that, it's been a clean game as far as grip goes on the running ball game. And
the field is deteriorating.
Yes.
And it's nobody's fault. It's just the weather that has just really made it chewed up. To the 33, so from the 36 to the 33, 3rd and about 6. 7:50 to go. Hearts lead at 44-33. Again, they don't have to be in any hurry now. Play clock down to 5. Doherty up under center. There's the snap. Hand off to the deep back. That's Miller. Zach still on his feet. Got away from one tackler. Got it inside the 30. Very near a 1st down.
When you watch Zach Miller break tackles, keep in mind that was just his 37th carry of the game. He has been so busy. I keep 35 spots per player on my stat sheet, and I had to start a new column for him. Does not happen very often.
The gain is to the 29, so from the 33 to the 29, a gain of 4, and that makes it 4th and about 3. Down to 7 minutes to go. You'd love to keep the ball here. 4th and 3 at the 29 of Mount Zion. Doherty fakes it. He's going to keep it. He's driving and diving, and I think he's got the 1st down. To the 27, and that should be enough for a 1st down.
You know, 2 or 3 times tonight they faked that handoff to the fullback, and Doherty they've given it to the fullback, and he's faked around the edge. That time he kept it, and looks like he might have been able to get the yardage necessary to move the chains.
They're going to call timeout for a measurement. I cannot imagine. I was watching this side official. He had it on the 27. That'd be a 2-yard gain. They needed 3. This is going to be close. Spot of the football, and they did not get it. Hearts did not convert. Wow.
6:49 remaining in the
Wow. Maybe the length of the football short.
The good news.
2 yards on the play.
Yep.
And it goes over to Mount Zion on downs.
The good news is you ran 2 minutes and 22 seconds off of the clock, so from 9:11 to 6:49, that's certainly worth something.
So 6:49 left. Hearts lead it, though, 44-33. Grindstaff back to throw, of course. Coming to the near side. Pass is caught out here. And a gain out across the 40 by Brandon Price.
Brandon Price on the reception.
And it is complete to the right on the 40-yard line. So from the 27 to the 40, a gain of 13 yards. And a first down for Mount Zion.
First catch for Price for a while. That gets him up to 51 yards on 4 receptions.
Out of bounds, so stops the clock with 6:43 to go. Grindstaff rolls to the far side. Hearts are after him. He gets away. He's going to tuck it in. Nobody can tackle the man, and he gets a first down and runs out of bounds into Effingham territory. I saw people diving after him, but nobody could come up with a grab, and he ended up running out of bounds at about the 47-yard line of Effingham.
Yeah, that one hurts in a number of ways. He gets out of bounds, so he stops the clock. Gained a lot of extra yardage there.
Gain of 13, and the new set of downs. Stop the clock with 6:34 to go. Mount Zion's got all 3 of their timeouts. They fake the throw. They run it up the gut. Hayes carries. He's inside the 45. And the spot of the football, the 42-yard line. Cole Moran comes up for the stop for the Hearts. From the 47 to the 42, a gain of 5, and it's 2nd and 5. Grindstaff to throw, and it is caught for a first down and then some. Is that Mason Bruce again?
Pass is complete again.
Got it inside the 25-yard line.
Yep, number 10. So Mason Bruce with the reception there.
Mason Bruce with a catch, and it's inside the Hearts' 25-yard line to the 23-yard line. From the 42 to the 23, a gain of 19 yards and a new set of downs. And they run it, and that's Grindstaff, and he gets it to the 14 to the, let's double check, maybe about the 20-yard line. I saw his number, 14. That's why I said 14. It's been a long game. So he gets it to the 20-yard line. So from the 23 to the 20, a gain of 3, and it's 2nd and 7. Down to 5:40 to go. Got a man in motion. They toss it to him. That's a dangerous play. And Jordan Coleman says, I'm having none of that. He takes him down for a loss.
Yes, that was Max Ginsler who was in motion there. They just kind of toss it to him as he runs through the box there, and he was swallowed up quickly.
Back to the 23. 3-yard loss on that play. I hope they run that again.
Yeah, trying to get a little fancy there.
3rd and 10. Down to 5:10 to go on the clock. Hearts lead by 11. Shotgun, Grindstaff, you know what's coming. Here's it is across the middle. Picked and dropped. Oh, golly, Jordan Coleman had it. Oh, buddy. Right in his hands, and he's beside himself right now. Coming across the middle, Jordan Coleman had it dead to rights and just couldn't tuck it in. Stops it with 5:02 to go, the incompletion, and it's 4th and 10. Oh, that would have been huge.
Already 3 interceptions tonight. That close to number 4 right there.
4th and 10 at the Hearts 23. Hearts lead it 44-33. Braves on the march. Grindstaff as the Hearts stands come alive. Looking to throw. The pass is out of bounds, or is it caught? It's caught! Is he out of bounds is the thing. Touchdown, Mount Zion. The ball was caught for a score, and that's Brandon Price.
44 and Mount Zion 39.
Brandon Price has just made it a 5-point game, 44-39. Down in the corner of the end zone. He managed to stay in bounds, managed to elude the defenders, and makes the catch. 23-yard touchdown pass to make it 44-39. It comes with 4:56 to go, and they're going to go for 2. That would make it a 3-point contest. 44-39 now after the score. They're going to go for two. Grindstaff throws, corner of the end zone. Man's out there all by himself. That worked well. So the 2-point conversion's good, and it's a 3-point game. 44-41 Effingham. 4:56 to go. Kickoff on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
The information on who had the touchdown catch there, Austin Thacker caught that pass from Mount Zion. 23-yard pass reception from Peyton Grindstaff. Completes an 8-play, 73-yard drive that took 1:53. That's pretty efficient. That makes it 44-41. Hearts leads down to 3 with 4:56 left in the game. But the Hearts are still in front. So here's the kickoff. They haven't kicked deep all night, and it's a different man that kicked it that time, and the Hearts get it into Mount Zion territory this time. This one really worked out well. They had two guys approach the football, and the second man was the man that actually kicked the football, and it's recovered by the Hearts in Mount Zion territory.
I think Kevin Doherty might have fallen on that one.
And it was Doherty. You're right.
Effingham is. I've got 6 kick returns written down, but they're all for 0 yards because they've all been onside kicks they've just fallen on.
So 4:56 left. Hearts have a 3-point lead now, 44-41. And they have 2 timeouts to work with, and they get to start this drive in Mount Zion territory. And we'll remind you, Michael Carey has already made 1 field goal tonight, so you got that as something to file away for future reference. But first things first, 1st and 10. Pitch to Miller. Zach still ahead of steam. Gets the sweep working inside the 45 near the 43 on first down. A pretty good gain. And he stayed in bounds. Mount Zion again has all 3 of their timeouts left. It's to the 43-yard line. Gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 5. And we're down to 4:33 to play.
5 on the play makes it 2nd and 5 from the 43.
My goodness, what a game. Taylorville was leading Mattoon last we heard. Kenna, I'll ask you in a second after this next play perhaps, but you might have a final on that one, because surely to goodness no game's lasting as long as this one. Doherty up under center, 3 on the play clock. There's the snap. They give it to the deep back. That's Miller. Zach going up the middle, trying to follow his blocking, and he gets it near the 41-yard line. Hearts just trying to take as much time as they can. The clock ticks under 4 minutes to go. Hearts by 3 with the ball. They'll score it at the 41-yard line. Gain of 2. That'll make it 3rd and 3. Boy, you really need to convert a first down here. That really puts you in the driver's seat. 3rd and 3 at Mount Zion's 41.
And you'd like to do it here on 3rd down, too. You don't want to put yourself in that position where you have to make a 4th down play to get it done.
Play clock down to 6, down to 5. There's the snap. Pitch play. Miller coming to the near side. Got that first down, maybe. Dives, and I think he's 3rd effort.
Yeah.
Got it.
The extra effort did it. And I wasn't sure he was going to get it either, but he left his feet there at the end of the play and managed to get the necessary yardage.
They'll score it at the 36-yard line. So from the 41 to the 36, a gain of 5, and they got what they needed. That really, really helps the Hearts cause get that new set of downs.
That is enormous right there. 40 carries for 269 yards for Zach Miller.
What a night. I wonder what the record is for most carries in the game.
I know.
I wonder if I have that. I hope somebody does. 3:05 to go in the game. 44-41 Hearts. They have the ball at Mount Zion's 36 with a new set of downs. Doherty up under center. There's the snap. Up back got the ball that time. I don't know if it's Billy or Travis, but somebody's got a good game. Billy Arndt carried the ball inside the 30. Nice gain on first down. Billy Arndt takes the ball to the 28. From the 36 to the 28, a gain of 8. That'll make it 2nd and 3. Let me double check the spot, Dustin. Pardon me, the 29. Gain of 7, so it's 2nd and 3. 29-yard line. Need about 3 for a first down. And the clock's down to 2:22.
7 yards out of a play where it just didn't look like there was anything there at all.
Down to 2:15 to go. Deep back, Miller's got the ball. Zach juking and diving and might have got something. Might have got nothing. It was really close.
Tackle made by Ryan Sharp.
They say he does advance the football inside the 30 to the 29, and that's about a yard gain. And timeout, Mount Zion. Braves call their first timeout. 2:03 left. Hearts lead it 44-41. Back in 30 seconds, Kenna, here on 97.9 XFM.
Federated Auto Parts, this is Ben. Yeah, we have that. Send it. Thank you. Hot shot!
And that's how it's done every day at Blankenship Auto Parts in Effingham, where the professionals go to get their parts.
Because that game is the same situation as our game, because Mount Zion and Effingham and Mattoon and Taylorville are all 3-1 in the Apollo. So whoever wins that game between Mattoon and whoever wins this game end up conference co-champs.
But listen, I want Taylorville to win that game, because then Effingham can say, hey, you know, we'll share the title with you, but we beat you when we played you. So, you know.
There you go. I like that thought. I like that train of thought. 2:04 left. Mount Zion used their first timeout. 2 to go. Hearts lead at 44-41. Boy, you got to hang on to the football. That's the one thing that I can't get out of the back of my mind. Inside the Mount Zion 30, the up back gets a handoff again, and look at him push. Billy Arndt inside to the 25. They still haven't blown the whistle. Finally, they blow the whistle at the 25. This is like a scrum, man. To the 25-yard line, and I love it because that takes a lot more time, and the Hearts got the first down. That's the name of the game there. Minute 54 left. Hearts lead 44-41. From the 25, the ball is spotted right at the 25. Right at the... Is that right? The ball's at the 25. Did I have it at the wrong spot?
It was at the 29 previous.
All right, 4-yard gain to the 25. That's enough for a first down. Up back again. Still on his feet. That's Durbin or Art. Or it's Durbin that time. Stood up for no gain. Still at the 25, so that'll make it 2nd and 10. Mount Zion calls their second timeout. 1 remaining with 1:27 to go. Kenna, let's take another 30-second break. And a wild one at Effingham. It's Effingham 44, Mount Zion 41 here on 97.9 XFM.
If you haven't seen the all-new 2015 Chrysler 200, get to Geckner Brothers today and check it out. It's roomy, comfortable, and rebuilt from the ground up, now with great finance offers. See the new 200 and other great Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models today at Geckner Brothers on East Fayette Avenue in Effingham.
Holy cow, we've got the dance fever going on here. What is this thing? You know, you go to a lot of weddings.
Cha-cha something.
Yeah, you got a cha-cha, I know. That's the only thing I can do is cha-cha.
I really, you know, I'm the wrong guy to ask about a lot of this stuff. I'm sure they played this at my wedding.
You're a music man. I figured you know this.
Well, yeah, music.
That's a Charlie Brown.
The Charlie Brown? Well, Lucy never lets him kick the football. We'll see what happens. All right, 1:27 to go. On the Mount Zion 25, it's 2nd and 10 for the Hearts. Hearts lead at 44-41. Deep back Miller looking for an opening. Found it. Look at him dive and drive. Got about 3 on the play. And that'll keep the clock rolling.
Worked a little spin move in there, too. Barely had room to do it, but he did.
We saw a lot of that earlier in the season, and boy, he has been a pleasure to watch. Let's call it the 21-yard line. From the 25 to the 21, a gain of 4. And that makes it 3rd and 6, and we're under a minute to go. Mount Zion's hanging on to that last time out. And, of course, the Hearts are killing as much clock as they can here. It's down to 53 seconds to go. Hearts with a 3-point lead, and it's 3rd down, and they're going to take a delay of game. They're going to let the clock go down as far as they can. They don't care about 5 yards here because it's only 3rd down. I like that.
Yeah, Effingham actually
Hearts did call their.
Yep.
There you go.
You might as well, because you've got the timeouts to burn. You don't really need them. No point in taking the 5-yard penalty, but you let that clock run down as far as possible, and now you really put yourself in a position. It would take a miracle for Mount Zion, but we've seen some odd things tonight, and I would not rule anything out either.
43.3 seconds left. Effingham leads 44-41. Each team with a timeout.
So it's 3rd and 6 here. I mean, just say that Effingham gets thrown for no gain. They're going to be able to run basically 25 seconds off the clock. Go ahead and run another play just in case. I mean, you kick a field goal, you're still only ahead by 6, and Mount Zion,
Yeah, you got to hang on to the ball. That's the bottom line here.
I'm sitting here trying to think all the scenarios out, and of course I'm probably missing something important here, but the main thing, is just retain possession of the football. Don't let them pick a fumble up and run it back, or an interception or anything like that.
At the Mount Zion 21, it's 3rd and 6, 43 seconds left. Hearts with the ball and a 3-point lead. Doherty get a snap. Pitch play to Miller. Zach looking. There's an opening, and he gets it inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. So a decent gain on the sweep, and timeout called, I'm presuming, by Mount Zion here with 34 seconds left. And Mount Zion's coaching staff's out on the field, so that must be a correct assumption.
Mount Zion.
Thank you.
Final timeout.
All right, so timeout Braves, and that's their last timeout. So the Hearts have one, but Mount Zion's out of timeouts, and that comes with 34 seconds left. So they say put 36 seconds on the clock. All right, so that's when Mount Zion got the timeout called. 36 seconds left on the board. 44-41 Effingham with 36 seconds to go. Hearts with the ball at Mount Zion's 21-yard line. Jesse Bushu says, always a good night when Effingham beats Mount Zion. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that, Jesse.
They actually haven't updated the scoreboard yet. That ball spotted at what looks like the 16 or 17.
I've got my side official that I always rely on, and I'm calling it the 16-yard line, so that'd be a 5-yard gain from the 21 to the 16-yard line. So it's 4th down and about a yard.
Yeah, so yeah, and the thing is, you're running up the middle here. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't, but you're only leaving Mount Zion enough time to run, a play or two.
Yeah, so again, the ball's on the 16, not the 21, and it's 4th and 1, not 4th and 6. 36 seconds left. Hearts by 3. I sure would like to get a first down.
Yeah, that would be all right. Just go ahead and end the game right here.
4th and 2 on the 16-yard line.
Here we go, gang. Hearts by 3. Love to get a first down here and run out the clock. Hand off to the up back, driving up the middle, and I believe the Hearts should have the first down. Travis Durbin leading the parade. First down for the Hearts. Mount Zion's out of timeouts. Scored at the 13-yard line. So from the 16 to the 13, gain of 3, and that's enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 at Mount Zion's 13-yard line. The clock has begun.
One knee and go home.
And there's the victory formation. The knee is down, and the Hearts are a winner. The clock is down to 6. The fireworks begin. We're down to 3. We're down to 2. We're down to 1. Effingham a winner. Your final score in a wild one at Klosterman Field. Effingham 44, Mount Zion 41. Coming up, all those scores we didn't get to give you at halftime. And the scoring. And all the stats. And an interview with Coach Mack. It's a happy night in Effingham. Hearts are co-conference champions, and they're headed to the playoffs. First time since 2011 for both of those matters. So some good news here in Effingham. Final score again, Hearts 44, Mount Zion 41. Post-game show, courtesy of the Hects. On the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM. And Billy Arndt. Yeah, look a little worse for wear, bud. We visited with you last, I think, at Salem.
Right. It's been a while.
And you were almost this muddy then.
Almost, yeah.
Almost.
It was a mud field out there. It was great, though.
I don't know how to tell you anything more than congratulations on a wonderful win.
Thank you. I don't know what to say either.
It
just feels great. It's amazing.
I was proud of the way that after last week and then the first play Mount Zion gets us behind, how you guys responded so well.
Right. I know adversity happens in every game, and you got to be able to react to that kind of thing. And I think we came out, we bonded together for a little bit. We just keep pushing every play, and we just try to break them. And for a while there, we kept getting those personal fouls, and that hurt us a lot on offense. But again, we kind of just built together back at halftime, try to gain our composure back, fight for the person next to us as like a brothership, and we try to get the job done, and we got it done.
I really don't want to be nosy. It's really none of my business what was discussed, but basically what did Coach say to you at halftime to get the ship righted?
You know, he pretty much told us we're better than this, and we knew it. Like, there's no reason to go out there, run your mouth, say things that don't need to be said. You know, we're a better team than that. We have more class than that, and we know it. So we came out there, focused our energy on just playing the game the way it should be played, and we got it done.
And it was just an excellent second half. I thought you guys played almost flawlessly in the second half. Michael's interception was huge, of course, but there were so many great plays. You had that 54-yard touchdown run. Tell me about I'm trying to make sure I get them all. There were so many scores tonight. I'm trying to keep them all straight. Tell me about the muddle. I mean, you guys were all there in the middle, and all of a sudden, here comes Billy Arndt, and you're headed for the pay dirt.
You know, I was kind of lost in there also. But, like, I see my big bodies. You know, they're doing work. The linemen, they got to give all credit to the linemen. They do a fantastic job in, game out. And, you know, if I can find a hole, I try to hit it. And some guy grabbed onto me, but, you know, I just try to power through and get what I can get out of it, and I'm getting a touchdown. So,
yeah,
it's great.
We've talked about the line. We've talked about you and Zach and Travis and all the guys who carried the ball so successfully this year.
Right.
And you've all been quick to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
That's where it goes down to, you know. Like, we can't do anything ourselves without the linemen there. I mean, the games are won in the trenches, and without them, I'm so blessed to have such a good lineman like them. So
yeah. I know that Zach's rushed for a lot of yards, but so have you. How big a deal is that to you guys, who ends up with the most and all that stuff?
You know, I don't think it matters. I think what matters most is how we do as a team and the outcome of the game itself. Yeah. I mean, Zach gets it, Kevin gets it, I get it, Carter catches whatever. It doesn't matter. As long as we win the game, I'm happy.
And I tell you, the defense has been a lot of fun. There were a lot of points scored tonight, but the interception was huge.
Right.
Just the containment on some of their guys. Grindstaff, I think, was having to maybe rush a little more. His passes had a little more air in them in the second half, and I think it's because you guys wore them down.
Right. I think that our D-line doesn't try to put too much pressure on the quarterback, try to contain for the run, but we know they're going to pass in the situation that they're in, so we try to put some pressure on, and then it opens up for our corners to make great plays like they did today. Like Michael getting that pick, it was just clutch. It was amazing.
Now, tell me what it means to you that you guys are conference code champs and that you're in the playoffs.
I'm kind of speechless. You know, I started 2 years ago. I was 2-7, and going from there to now, it's just a wonderful thing. It just shows for all the work we put in, every single one of us, the dedication to the program we have. It's just an amazing thing, and I can't feel better right now. So
there was a story in the Decatur paper this morning, and one of the things that was quoted about Coach Mack was the fact that he thought about retiring when his son Nate graduated. And I thought he might retire then too, but he said he saw you guys, and he saw something in you guys that made him want to stick around. That kind of makes this even more rewarding.
Right. You know, we try to go out there, give all we can for Coach Mack. He's been great for us the last 4 years, and I don't know where we'd be without him, but I know we just try to put out for Coach and get him what he deserves.
So now you got Muhammad Seymour coming to call next week, and they're always a tough customer. But boy, you got them here, and boy, 7 wins would really put you in great shape as far as the playoff picture.
7 wins would be fantastic. But you know, Muhammad's a great team, and last year they took it to us. And I'm out for revenge, though. I think we can go out there, punch them in the mouth early. I think we can get growing.
I like that. Billy, congratulations on all these things we just talked about.
That was great.
It's been great watching you.
Thank you, Greg.
You bet. That's Billy Arndt. Appreciate getting a chance to talk with that young man. And Zach Miller is going to step in too. So I was up at the station last night doing some work in preparation for this game, and I walk out the door, and I see a young man walking along Willow Street, and it's Zach Miller. And I said, Zach, you need a ride? He says, I'm almost home. So he wasn't done walking then, and he wasn't done gaining ground either. And holy cow, I got to say congratulations. First of all, let's talk about the team, about winning this ball game tonight. That's phenomenal.
It was a huge one. We really needed it, and yeah, we did as a team. Exactly what Billy said, as a team.
So you got 6 wins. Now you're guaranteed the playoffs. Nothing like playoffs.
Oh my God, 2 years absent and coming back in this year. It feels great.
Absolutely. Now, also getting that conference co-championship. I know after the tough loss at Mattoon last week, that has to make this even more sweet to come back and get a share of the championship.
Yes. Yeah, last week was a tough loss, and we knew coming in this game that we had to win it. There was no other choice. We had to win.
Yeah, and you got the job done. Now, congratulations on being the record holder for most rushing yardage in a single season in the history of Effingham football.
Thank you. It means a lot. Honestly, if I could, I would put every single one of my blockers down in there with me. I really would, Greg. I couldn't do without them.
They've done a wonderful job this year.
Yes, they have.
But it takes somebody to follow that blocking.
That is true. We got pretty good at that.
I must tell you, it's been fun watching you. I know watching you 3 seasons, because you played some varsity ball for 3 seasons for Coach, and to see your growth and your maturity and dealing with the toe and everything last year and all that stuff. And now here's the culmination of that. You kept at it, and you kept persevering, and now you're a record holder.
Yes, sir. You just got to work hard to get where you want to go, and that's what we did. And the biggest thing was just getting everybody on board with it, because once you get one team, it's hard to stop 12 men on the field.
Absolutely. I think I asked you when you were up earlier this season what you like best about football, but remind us what you like the most about this game.
The brotherhood, man, coming together, and just like before the season you hang out with this person and that person, but when you in football season you just get closer to everybody and just one team, and then you'll cherish that for the rest of your life.
Yeah. So Muhammad's coming to call next week. You'd love to have a good head of steam heading into the playoffs, and now you're in a position that you guys pretty much control how that's going to go.
Yes. Actually, we haven't beat them the whole time been in high school, so it'd be really great to beat them.
Yeah, I can't argue that at all. Congratulations, Zach.
Thank you, Greg.
On the win, on the Conference Code Championship, on the playoffs, and on the single-season record.
Thank you very much.
You bet. That's Zach Miller. Appreciate getting the chance to visit with him. And Hart's a winner, 44-41 in a wild one. And Coach Mack's on the way. And Coach will let... Somebody's going to need that for next week. We got a couple of games left, so at least. So we're going to need that. Coach Mack joins us for the post-game visit. Well, I'll tell you, this was entertaining game.
Halftime was entertaining, too.
I'm telling you, Dustin and I were looking at each other. I said, I've done this a long time. I've never seen anything like this. But you obviously got things straightened out at halftime, because that was a great second half of football.
Yeah, it was. And we're better than that. I mean, we just completely went brain dead and, came out of what got us there, which is disciplined football. And, I don't know what else to say. We just, like I said, it was just complete brain dead. And saying things and doing things that are just uncharacteristic. And he said, guys, that is not championship football. That is not Effingham football. We've gotten to where we've gotten to because we've been disciplined. We've done things the right way, and they score on the first play of the game, and then they score on the last play of the half. And, it should have been 28-14, and we're getting the ball coming out the second half, with the chance to go up 3 scores, and instead we're fighting for our lives coming out. And they came out. I told them they were going to come out fired up. And, they stuffed us the first 2 plays. And then Billy just makes a remarkable run. It was just that may have been the difference in the game right there. Because where they had him stuffed up, it was about a 2-yard gain. And now it's 4th and probably 6 or 7. And we probably have to punt. And all of a sudden he comes out of there I talked to him. He says, I didn't know where it came from. It just kept his feet. And then that's the years and all the time he's worked in our weight room and all the time he's worked in his own weight room. And that's what got him there. And we couldn't have a better kid because he's the silent type, He's not the the rah-rah, and you could just tell at halftime how he gave things up. He was just, disgusted in it, and he did something about it.
Yeah. You mentioned them coming out and scoring on the very first play. I had eerie recollections of last week, and I thought, holy cow, we're going to dig ourselves a big hole here, and against a team that's always quality year in and year out in Mount Zion, that's something you can't do. But boy, you came right back and scored on the next possession.
Yeah, that was huge, and that's part of our strategy. We want to be able to have confidence in what we can do defensively, and kick off to them, and hopefully get the ball back, and score on our opening drive, and then look forward to having the ball again at the beginning of the second half. But they just made a good play. I mean, we practiced some trick plays that we saw possible. That's not one we obviously practiced. And, what happened was our corner and our free safety came up on the run and the pitch. And, Michael did what he could, but really, he's chasing somebody out of his zone that he's used to being in. And it looks like he got beat, but he was the one that was really covering for a couple other guys that bit up on the fake. And it was just a well-executed play. How many people have a split end that's going to drop back and be able to throw the ball right on the dime?
Right.
And that was a little bit of shades of Matt Toon last week, and how everything they hit was right between the numbers, and that was
exactly. But you bounced back, you got the score. There was so much scoring, it's hard to remember each individual drive. But the way you got ahead, and then here they came, took the lead back, and then you got it out extended to 11, had a little cushion there, even when they did score one more time. Your clock management and the way you ran things through that last 4 or 5 minutes, that's just textbook.
Well, and everybody contributed. Our whole coaching staff contributed. Our kids contributed. The screen pass, I think Andy suggested that, and a couple of other plays, Mike's suggestion, and we also had Curran up top making suggestions, and the kids making suggestions. So, this is not me calling plays. This is our whole team understanding what we do and what plays we have in, and being able to understand what plays might work. And then it's a collaboration from there. So everybody has a hand in this victory, not just the kids, but the coaches, from the sidelines and up on top. And that's fun when those things work. When you're putting the points on the board offensively, it feels really good. But we had to be humbled a little bit, early there. But I told them, we played like championship football the second half, and that's how we should have been playing the whole time. And Mount Zion, you got to give them a lot of credit. They came back time and time again, and they took the lead. And even after we were able to take the lead and like you said, take that 11-point lead, they put a really nice drive together. And it was important for us when we got the ball back to run out the clock, and not put it in the end zone again, because we did not want their offense back on the field again.
Yeah, I know that there are so many things going through my head. I got to give a shout out to the secondary. They made the adjustments over the course of the game, and boy, those interceptions later in the contest were huge.
They were. Michael's had some things that happened to him this year, both good and bad. I think he's got 6 interceptions on the year now. Obviously, he's been burned a couple of times too. And shoot, the kid's coming from playing his full soccer game, on a messy field from 4 to 6, and then he comes walking over here after about halfway through our warm-ups. But he did a heck of a job tonight, and maybe we need to play him have a soccer game beforehand. That way he's not a little bit too geeked up. But he did a heck of a job, and I was really happy to see the results of a lot of his hard work, and see some success come from him. And Drew made some big plays. That was a big interception, the one he had, that first one. And I think that's how we were able to garner the lead. Him stopping their offense with that interception, we were able to take it in again.
Yeah, shout out to your special teams kids too, because they tried onside kicks I don't know how many times, and you got every one of them covered up just right.
Job, It was different people every time, just about. Joe got a couple, and I can't remember everybody. Travis jumped on one. They tried to pooch in the middle there. So, that's one of the things we did discuss about their kickoff team. Now, we expect them to be kicking down the field a little bit more than what they did at all. But it was, but it was kind of nice to have the short field position on a lot of those drives. And most of the time we took advantage of that. But it's you're on the edge of feet. I'm sure the same up here, because after a while we figured out, yeah, they're going to be onside net, and we did a great job of getting covered up and making plays on those.
Now, let's have a little perspective. Mount Zion's always been a chore. They've been a quality program. I'm back to Ted Phelps back, and you go back as far as me or farther, and this is home and home now. We won over the Braves. That's worth filing
that's a
away.
great accomplishment. I was really surprised at how well they were able to deal with the conditions out there also, and it was slippery out there. I think it took away a lot of their screen package, but so they were throwing the ball downfield a lot more. But yeah, anytime you can beat them, 2 years in a row, it's great. And Todd is an ex-Brave himself. He played for Mount Zion under Coach Phelps, and so it was really special for him to be able to beat them, especially to garner a share of the conference championship. That was really fun for him.
Taylorville was ahead of Mattoon last we heard, by the way.
I think Dave told me that they won 31-17 or something.
So it'll be Taylorville and us sharing the conference championship, and we beat them, so that's okay.
So I told that's great. And actually, IHSA playoff-wise, we would get the automatic bid for the conference.
Okay, very good.
Which I don't know if that makes any difference as far as where it places you, but it's nice to know.
You bet. It feels good. I have stayed away because I know you'll tell me to shut up and we'll talk about it after the season, but this has to mean a lot to you that you get to go to the playoffs this last season as coach and conference co-champions your last season as coach. That's pretty special.
Well, it's special. It's special anytime it happens. And, like I said, I'm not thinking it is my last season. It's just this season we're playing, and we got a great group of kids that have put the work in, and just to win a conference championship and go to the playoffs is something special. And it's not, something a program like us, did for a while, but we don't get a lot of those conference championships. So that's something that we took. This is something that nobody can take away from you, and you got it, and you get to keep it, and you get your year put up in the gymnasium. It's something to be proud of for years to come. But I said, we got to come back down to earth. We got a tough Muhammad team coming in here next week, and if we can do the job against them and come in 7-2, we might be able to host a first round playoff game, which is huge. There's a big difference between going on the road in the playoffs and being able to play at home. So, they're going to be tough, but we'll be prepared. We'll prepare like we do every week. We'll be dinged up. And one of the nice things about a mushy field is you don't fall hard a lot.
Yeah.
You slip around a lot, but you don't have as many bumps and bruises by falling onto the field. So I don't know about some of our stats. I know Zach was pretty close.
He has the record.
Does he?
By a bundle.
By a bundle?
He had my numbers. He had 141 yards to go to Ty Toby. And he ended up with how many yards?
278.
278.
Oh,
So he's got about 130 yards to play with now, and still a game to go, and still the playoffs after that. So that's pretty special, isn't it?
Well, it is very special. Zach's a special young man, and you got to give a lot of credit to the guys in front of him too. But I was talking to some of the reporters down there, and it's just unbelievable how many yards our kids get after the first contact, and after second contact, and after third contact, because they just don't give up. And with the field mushy like this, you don't really get to see the real Zach and be able to make some of the cuts that he's used to using. And so it's just, put your shoulder down and run over people and, make them stop you that way. But that's something that's special because, I was here when Toby broke that record himself, and Toby's a special young man himself. And, that was a different time, a different era. But, he was a class player, class young man. He's a class old man now, I guess. I think he's living over in Indianapolis, but he's still in the record books a little bit. And for somebody to take over that from Toby takes a special individual, and Zach is well deserving of that.
We'll look forward to seeing you next week, and then the next week, and hopefully lots of more weeks.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that too.
You bet. Thanks,
Appreciate
Mike.
it.
You bet.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Hearts coach Mike McDonald. Good win tonight. Hearts a winner over Mount Zion, 44-41.